What? Y'all looking like I wasn't gonna say anything today. Game Zeros, elaborate. Game Zeros, come in, elaborate. Okay, Game Zeros, he's gone, y'all, but he's gonna be back, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Dirt.
Oh, I'm right here.
Well, elaborate, then, boy.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, my bad.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna hold my gauntlet down.
No, go ahead, Legal.
I'm not gonna do it yet. Nope. I'm not doing it yet, Vodka. I'm not gonna do it yet. Games, elaborate. I got a special guest tonight, man. I gotta do this right.
What's up, Steve? My man Steve's in the house. Look, man. The Game Awards is down bad, man. They don't want to nominate Hogwarts because of political reasons, dude. All right, because J.K. Rowling hurt their feelings. Now I don't want legal YouTube channel to get purged and get canceled, so we don't want to talk about these people. But you see, that's the problem in society, dude. We can't say anything today. People have their own opinion of anything, right? Right, Legal? Right, everybody? Just think about it, right? These developers came out and made one of the best Harry Potter games ever. All right? I never played the game, right? But I heard a lot of people love the game. But you have to look at and understand the history of that studio. That studio was owned by Disney. Disney shut them down in 2016. Warner Bros. Had the balls to actually bring back the studio from the dead, and they gave them Hogwarts. They was making an ambitious Harry Potter game. And you know, funny, Legal, Harry Potter's in the game. This is like a prequel before Harry Potter was born.
Speak on it.
And somehow J.K. Rowling says something about certain groups of people, and a lot of people want to boycott the game, but J.K. Rowling had nothing to do with the game. She never write the story. She never make the game. She doesn't even
any type of laugh, Game Zeros.
Anything about the game. But the game got a good reviews. Now I'll give a lot of I took an L, man, because I thought Hogwarts would get nominated, but I didn't think they're gonna win Game of the Year because that political thing they did. They didn't nominate the game. They didn't even close nominate one award of Hogwarts, and we know why. Now I don't mention this nigga name because I'm not gonna sit down and legal get in trouble. So dude in the community actually admitted today that he didn't even play the game, but he's part of the voting community. So if Hogwarts was nominated for Game of the Year, what was the probability chances winning Game of the Year? Then a lot of guys never even played the damn game. So what's the point nominating a game that most people never even played? So how many people did play these games on the panel? How many people actually, finish Alan Wake 2? How many people beat Baldur's Gate? And you know what? Baldur's Gate is a very long game. How many people beat Zelda? How many people beat Mario Wonder? We need their gamer tags. And I'm not one of those people, the gatekeep, but some of these journalists They didn't show their, gamer tags or
Real
PSN.
quick, Games, I can't help it. Games is killing me. Yo, everybody, welcome, Chit Chat community.
Oh yeah,
Welcome.
she threw his spit. He
No,
said, "Nah,
hold
game
on,
hero,
Games. Hold
name
on,
him."
Games.
Nah, I'm not naming him.
No,
Serious
no,
fans,
let
I'm not
Games
naming
cook.
him.
Games cooking, but it's hard for me not to laugh. Listen, they hold everybody up here in the game pan and the Chit Chat community and the Xbox fans all across the world. They hold us at a bigger, they hold you at a greater stake. When you come out, you talk about something you never played. They want to ask you for your gamer tag. They want to ask
Yeah,
you for
yep.
social security number and everything else. But when it comes to people in the industry, we just let it slide. We act as if they got free passes to say and do whatever they want. So they hold you gamers. Let me say that right now. The new legal is gonna put this right now. You, the gamer, are held at a higher standard. Let's go. Keep cooking, fam.
No, that's true. Yeah, you can listen. There's nothing to say, man, because at the end of the day, I say this again, right? Keep politics out of gaming. That's all the thing I will say. This is what she said about these certain group of people. All right, that has nothing to do with the video game. These developers work hard on this game, and you hold them like you didn't want to nominate this game because what the author said about these certain people, these group of people. This is the world we live in. This Game Awards. Once again, I told legal.
I got you, A1. I got you.
No, 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 no. I told a lot of people, right? Last year, the year before, and the year before, right? These Game Awards, right? Since 2016, when Overwatch won Game of the Year, right? This is not an award show for gamers. It never was, right? It's an award show for advertisers, right? Who has the most money advertise Jeff Keighley's show? And when Jeff Keighley get all the money, that's why he put these trailers in and world premieres and set up these stages and stuff. Like, come on, think about it. Jeff Keighley doesn't have the money to do this his own pockets, right? So all of these dudes are advertising to him. And this is not a award show for gamers. If you look at the whole history of the Game Awards, it's a joke. Like when it was Spike TV Video Game Awards, and we got celebrities like, Kevin Hale and what the dude from Big Bang Theory, Neil Patrick Harris, and all that stuff, and celebrities like Snoop Dogg in there, and then they change up the format in the VGAs and all that stuff. It just it never was for gamers, dude. And I don't understand why people take this thing seriously because at the end of the day, yes, Xbox never get nominated for 11 years. Now that's not really true because I told League of this. You got to include the Psychonauts too, but I understand why people say Psychonauts 2 never get nominated because it doesn't count because it was on PlayStation. So basically, Xbox never get any award because the industry is like the movie industry, right? It's like there's certain games and certain genres have to get nominated. Like the biggest genre in the game is these third person over the shoulder games with daddy issues and all that stuff. If that's not the genre, they're not going to nominate it. They're not going to nominate Street Fighter Six. It's a fighting game. They're not going to nominate Forza. It's a racing game. They're not going to nominate any other genre because it doesn't fit the criteria. And of course, the audience are a bunch of sheeps, and they're not really they're casual gamers, dude. It's just that if this is what look, this year was a great year for gaming, right? We have so many good games, and I look at the current nomination for Game of the Year. They put Resident Evil 4 remake. Now, there's nothing wrong putting Resident Evil 4 remake on the list. Resident Evil 4 is still one of the greatest games of all time, right? But legal. I played that shit on the GameCube. I played on the PS2. I played on the Wii. Why would this game came out 18 years ago? Now I understand it's a remake, but dude, it's the same game
Can I make my rebuttal real quick while I open up the second edition of the Book of X?
Yes, go ahead, man.
Listen.
Yeah.
When we mention older games, right? When we always mention older games, or we mention games on Xbox, what does the op say? Well, those are the games y'all play all the time. If it's Halo, Gears, Forza, right? Fable. We hear this all the time, right? There's nothing new. There's nothing new. We hear it in the reviewers when they're reviewing them games, the Xbox games. Really nothing new. Pretty much same thing. Tapping A. We've heard all the stuff throughout the history, right? So when we glorify a game that's a series and it's the same name, right? What we hear from the industry is that it's not a big deal because we've been here before. So now we've all just got dementia. We all got amnesia now. So now we are accepting remakes. Listen, here's the messed up part. We are accepting remakes in the year of 2023. Now, let's just take a good look at the year of 2023. Out of all three companies, who's put out the most new IPs? If what we said is so great, who put out great games this year? Who put out new, unique experiences? Let's just do that. Right? It's funny how all of a sudden the one company that does the most is ignored. I'm not even going to say it's almost damn near non-existent, but it's ignored to a great depth. Xbox is getting completely ignored because, like I keep saying, at the beginning of the year, Ryan McCaffrey was asking for dates. He was asking for names and dates.
Yep.
Previous year, we had Paris saying that Starfield would not be enough. There was many, many more. It's so many, I can't even remember. But because those two, especially Paris, because he's been on our show before, we remember him more than we remember most. We remember his comments. We've had a chance to talk with him. So I was getting hit up today because Boomstick Show was the talk of the town. Now, I don't really mention Boomstick a lot. As a matter of fact, everybody that knows me knows I don't go around watching anybody's shows. I tend to stick to myself. I don't like to watch too many shows because I do enough looking at articles and I'm on X, aka Twitter, most of the day when I don't have nothing to do. I'm picking up on what's hot, what's not, what people are talking about all throughout the day. So the last thing I want to do, because I got Di-RRec Gaming, right, is to listen to what everybody else is saying about the day that I was in and then basically repeat everything that everybody else is saying. No, we ain't going to do that. But today, Boomstick, your show had my attention. And I'm going to tell you why. And shout out to Boomstick. Respect is given, respect is served. He mentioned me in one of his shows not too long ago. So I appreciate that. So when I got word on his show, people were telling me, Legal, you got to take a look at it. You got to see this. Paris is on a show. So that's telling you that I wasn't there when he arrived. They're sending me this stuff as he's been on the show. So they're telling me when I need to look at it, when I need to watch it, right? Oh, snap. I'm like, oh, man, what's going on now? So when I get over there, there's this one guy that's just like, he was like a magnet. And he's about to get big respect here on Di-RRec Gaming. There's a guy on Boomstick's show, and I don't know his whole complete name, but all I saw was the word C Money. C Money, I'm telling you, man, I don't know you. I've never heard of you. But man, C Money was speaking that damn language, man. It's as if he looked at me in the mirror, man, and recorded all the stuff I've ever said. He verified that if you are a real Xbox fan and you spoke this language and you've never been heard, well, if you missed him today, you need to go back and listen to him because you are not crazy. He basically echoed the chamber. Boomstick, man, that guy echoed the chamber. There was nothing. I will say he hit it up 75%. He was 3 out of 4. Y'all know legal does 100%. C Money went 75%. And that's not a knock. Because, man, I haven't heard that language in a long time. But I'm not going to. Hey, listen, Boomstick, he's on your show. So I get it. He was cooking. But he had to watch himself because it was your show. But lo and behold, on Di-RRec Gaming, woohoo! Well, we ain't with that bullshit here. Oh no, ain't no holding back nothing here. When that frying pan gets to cooking, we echo that whole entire chamber, don't we, Smitty Smith? Oh, we got the Book of X in the building. Man, we been knew the VJAs was a damn sham. Just look at the damn host. The Book of X. Who the hell they kidding, man? Listen, and I'm going to make this clear. I'm not tripping, right? Because Starfield didn't win no Gotti. I ain't tripping on that. Because I don't go to the barn show looking for Xbox games to win any damn thing at the Gotti. Listen, let's just keep it real and stop being full of shit. Let's be for real for once. Can we not be for real for once, people? When has Xbox won a Gotti at the Game Awards show? When? You see what I'm saying? When? And I know Xbox community, I know. You feel like you don't get looked at. You feel like you need some attention. You feel like, why do they not pay us any mind? We're all gamers. And here's what the new legal is going to say before I let my two guests get in here and I introduce them. This is an extended version, by the way, by the introduction. This is an extension. You feel that way because you've been lied to. You've been lied to by thinking that, by being told that it's all about games. And you should just enjoy games, right? And no matter what, all of this is just opinions and it doesn't matter. It's not hurting anything, right? And they've been drilling this in your head for so many years that you began to believe that bullshit, right? The problem is it ain't painting the picture. It's not painting the realization picture don't match what's coming out of the mouth. That's the problem. You can tell me anything, right? But if it ain't stacking up, if it ain't something that's hitting in reality, I have to say, y'all, we're about to handle another myth. Myth is we all just love video games. We've heard that narrative. That's a narrative. We ain't talking about gamers. See, there's a language to be spoken. And some people just can't speak the Xbox language because they're just gamers. Xbox gamers are not just gamers. They're Xbox gamers. Xbox gamers love and like what Xbox brings to the table. This is why C Money said, listen, it's when Xbox has shows, we want to hear about Xbox. We want to see Xbox fans who love Xbox speak for Xbox. We want to see people who truly represent us, who sound like us. You know why he said that? Because it used to be like that. We're not just talking out our ass. We're reminiscing because we remember the good old days. We remember where Xbox was at its highest level. It wasn't at its highest level talking about we're just gamers. You're not telling us anything we don't know. We all are gamers. We know that. Just like I think people think that being a Microsoft fan automatically makes you an Xbox fan. No. There's people who don't like Microsoft that likes Xbox. There's people who don't like Xbox who like Microsoft products. Let me just be clear about that. Being a Microsoft fan doesn't automatically mean you are an Xbox fan. So let's take all the air out of the room. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to acknowledge my two guests tonight. They go by the names of Miss Dirt Dirt. Y'all seen Dirt Dirt before, or Lavish Assassin, which be her Xbox gamer tag. I'm glad that she's here tonight. She actually hit me up on Twitter and said she wanted a seat. Y'all, this is a monster. This is a monster. This is the only reason I'm doing it. I'm dragging this introduction because my girl is a monster. And I got my AT Alien Bled in the building. AK, y'all know who he is. That's Steve Bilko. My other AT Alien is Rain G4. Atlanta, stand up, my homie, my narrator, my comrade, my Redfall associate. And of course, I got my man Spark 117 representing Canada, aka the Maple Leaf Country. My man, shout outs to Afterboss, my other Canadian brother as well. To all the other ex-league compadres that are not here tonight, on y'all's behalf, we go to the Chit Chat community, to the Xbox fans in the Chit Chat community. I'm here, and don't worry, we just getting started. Smitty Smith in the building, the one who holds the Book of X, just like the great Di-RRec Gaming always said. Exactly, man. Let them hear this, boy. This is beautiful. We speak that Xbox language. The Book of X. Let's go, Dirt. It's your time to shine, girl. I know you've been waiting. Go ahead.
Yes, I have. Yes, this whole time I've been a woman. Dun dun dun. But let's get right to it, because obviously the hate is because Microsoft is not some type of Japanese company or something. It's literally because they're American, because they don't just get flack for Xbox, they get flack worldwide, and as Americans do. And that's the only thing that I can really think of why they keep snubbing them, putting them down. I mean, it also doesn't help that Phil Spencer is way too nice. Phil Spencer is too nice. He needs to come out and be like Bill Gates in the 90s, take out that war chest, let the balls drop, and just say F all of them. Because at the end of the day, respect demands respect. So if they're not giving you respect back, then why do you continue to play nice with these people? He just needs to go ahead, because let's be real. They're worth $3 trillion. They don't have to answer to nobody but the United States government, okay? And the United States government loves them because they provide cybersecurity and a bunch of other stuff, just like for the rest of these countries that want to sit here and shit on America and American games and media, okay? At the end of the day, it was very obvious coming into gaming that it was biased, that it leaned towards the Japanese appeal and Japanese culture. And that's why you see a bunch of remedial Nintendo games always nominated, because they believe that the gaming sphere belongs to them, okay? But now Microsoft is bringing in some new stuff. They need to get along with it or just get down. Just like you were saying in Boom Six podcast with the one who will not be named. I think we named him. I don't know. But anyway, I watched that while it was live, and he was just nonsense. Same thing like the Harry Potter thing. Well, it's because morals and people have feeling. Who cares? Somebody worked on this game for 8 years. It was in development hell. And you want to sit down and tell me the reason why this game that is still #1 top selling could not be nominating for a goddamn thing because of somebody's feelings. They are only 0.00004% of the population, yet you allowed them to influence the rhetoric around a game that hundreds of people worked on for 8 years. They get no recognition because the articles and the critics around the time this game came out decided to give us a damn pep talk instead of reviewing the game. Okay, so I just feel like at this point, Microsoft and even any Western company, gaming company that keeps getting shat on by these critics should just go ahead and form their own little damn gaming sphere and leave all the others to themselves. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Zink is killing me, boy. He said this lady walked in here with a fist balled up, dropping the fifth floor beats.
Hey, that's 100% facts. That is 100%.
I can't deal with him right now, man. I can't listen. I told y'all they wasn't ready for. I had to get Durpo out of the way, man. But look, listen. Let's be for real though. Let's be for real though. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know my man Knowledge is so proud right now. Knowledge, Di-RRec Gaming was built by a person who has been in the gaming industry for over 15 years. All right. Has been to corporate E3s, and I'm not just talking about the one in San Francisco. I'm talking about corporate E3s where the businesses come together. I didn't even know that happened. This guy gets I've seen him get free Xboxes, okay? So it's not just these people out here that are supposed to be these influencers. That's not true. I want to be clear about that. And that goes out, that shout outs to my man Knowledge, who's actually still in the gaming industry, doing big things. There's people, listen, you don't have to be major to do major things, all right? I just want to say that. Shout out to VAT Records, shout out to Dolomite, Dimensions 87 in the building, you at home, everybody, Swaggy D102. If I missed you, listen, I'm gonna come back and shout your names out by the end of this show. But it's always an honor because Di-RRec Gaming was built. This was the whole theme of Di-RRec Gaming. Don't worry about the masses. You don't worry about the masses, Legal. Your channel is going to be strictly for the Xbox community only, period. You're going to talk this same language you talk when you walk up in my stores. Everybody want to talk about business, owning businesses. Well, that guy owned businesses, all right? And I said businesses. I ain't say a business, all right? This dude built my computer. It's on Di-RRec Gaming. And nothing shady about this. So I'm obligated. This is not something where I feel like, oh, I can only say so much. Because Boomstick, out of respect to his show, he didn't get nothing out of Paris. Paris didn't say anything that he didn't say on our show. When it comes to the industry, you have a line that you're not going to cross, right? He's dealing with Microsoft and PlayStation. And listen, let's be all fair. I don't care about that. That's not a knock against him. I get it. His thing was, and I don't know, I wasn't reading, but his thing was the comments below. But that's the streets. The comments below are the streets. And it's rough out here. Don't get me wrong. But you know what? Legal's been out here for a long time, out here in these streets. I stepped on the scene in 2014 before Thanksgiving, on that same week of Thanksgiving before it. It might have been November the 20th, something like that, right? I learned real quick. You better get some leather skin about yourself. You better get some crocodile skin about yourself. Because when you come online, you gotta expect everybody's opinions. You gotta respect it. Okay. Going back to Smitty Smith real quick. How you gonna have a game and award show and not judge a game on its merits? Man, tear it all down. The Book of X. You know, listen, man, I got y'all tonight. Don't worry. Steve, you up next. Give me a second. Look, y'all gotta understand something. We all know what's going on. All right. I keep telling y'all, never forget The Last of Us 2. Nobody can sit here and tell me that when the industry wants to make something happen, there's nothing you can do about it. We saw that in The Last of Us 2. When I saw what happened with The Last of Us 2, it almost, I gave up. I gave up being a fan of let's see what's coming up next type of gamer. You know, it was cool before that happened. You always wanted to see what was up next, check out a trailer, watch a show. But when they did what they did for The Last of Us 2, that part of me left. All right. That part of me left because I saw then, oh, shit, whenever they want to do whatever they want to do, ain't nothing we can do about it. You have people on YouTube who didn't even say the game was garbage or anything like that. They just criticized it. Listen, y'all, just gave their opinion. And their channels were being shut down. Their videos were being yanked. We saw stores no longer wanting to take returns. People would return. They didn't want to, the media didn't want to talk about that. Everybody wanted to hide and go seek what was really going on in front of your eyes. Because to be honest, they just want y'all to be wildebeest. They really don't like this. They don't like this in the Xbox community. They never have. This is why they built empires, this and Xbox. I've been saying this for years. The Xbox community is so accepted. So I love to accept everybody that just says something good about Xbox. You're accepted. They get you, they get in your communities, they turn into chameleons, and the next thing you know, when they done brainwash you into following them and subscribing them, they abandon you. And then another one comes along and does the same thing. The funny part about the Xbox community, it takes a long time for them to wake up. It takes 10 years.
Are we going to name and shame them, legal? Because I know exactly who you're talking about, NeoSpark.
It'll take 10 years for them to wake up, right? And then they want to leave, and then 10 years of damage. They go through 10 years of damage. But like somebody in I think it was Deploy, Xbox fans have had enough. And before Steve says something, it's crazy because are we really about video games? We're not. Stop lying to people. This ain't about video games. This is about corporate America. Because Hogwarts, if it was about video games, then there you go. Exactly, VAC Records. If this was about video games, then Forza Horizon 5 should have been nominated for Gotti. We shouldn't have, we don't even know what the dimensions are, what the real requirements at the Game Awards for video games to be nominated in the first damn place. Now, let me break this down, Steve, because I know Steve is ready to. Let me break this down. It's the simple stuff, right? The NBA as a corporation, as big as it is, right? It still needs sponsors, all right? It still needs sponsors. So it gets sponsors. They host events, right? We all know what the event is called. The All-Star Weekend, right? In the All-Star Weekend, there's an event that many people still love to this day. It's getting really watered down because it's getting too commercialized. This is the problem. I'm using this as an example. When the 80s was here and we actually had true superstars in the game who love to be a part of these events and really give it their all, the dunk contest was the most valuable event in basketball history. But we see today, right, that it's all watered down. But what's one of the essential things that it must have? At a slam dunk contest, you must have judges, right? Now, if anybody has played basketball like me, we understand that if you've never dunked before, why are you judging? Why are you? It doesn't even sound right. if you haven't never soared above that rim, I don't want to see you holding up something, being a judge for dunkers when you don't even know what it feels like to dunk a ball. So the NBA understands that, and most of the time, they put people who have dunked the ball, have been high flyers, or previous dunking contestants, or dunking winners, right? From Vince Carter all the way down to Dr. J, from Dominique Wilkins all the way down to Tracy McGrady. We seen it. But just like always, there's going to be somebody that always corrupts something. We saw what the way Wade did to Aaron Gordon. Everybody saw that. Everybody saw that. Because my man Jones was a Miami Heat, Wade gave him a 50 on a dunk that he did 3 times in a row. Everybody knew that was bullshit. Ain't nobody, listen, man, we call it like it is, right? So you can't sit here and act like people don't know things. They know things. They see things. You got people up here, right, who are claiming to be judges. That's fine. We don't care about that. Go get a judge panel. But if you're going to hold us to a great standard, while we can't come out here and talk about video games unless we played them and beat them, that's the standard, right? That's what the streets say. We know. That's what the donkey community tells everybody. Why? Because they're on the most popular gaming platform called PlayStation. So they set the rules and regulations and the myths and the narratives. Everybody knows that. We ain't no bullshit. We ain't got to sit up here and try to act like we don't see that shit. But what's funny is, if we're going to be truth speakers, because I heard Paris talk about you want to have cheerleaders or truth speakers, and that kind of rubbed me wrong. Yeah, that kind of rubbed me wrong. That didn't sound right. What I got from that, people, was if you're an Xbox fan, then you're just going to agree with whatever Microsoft has to say. And that is a lie. That is far from the truth. Because if you really know the history of Xbox fans, then you will know that Xbox fans are the reason why Xbox is great today. It's not great because of gamers. Gamers didn't want that damn Xbox One. Gamers abandoned Xbox One. Who kept Xbox One afloat is die-hard fans. 60 million of them were die-hard fans. Ain't no damn way in hell nobody liked the Xbox One and you was just a gamer. Are you serious? There was Xbox 360 almost sold 90 million consoles. Okay? Let's think about that. So you're telling me that Xbox lost 30 million Xbox diehard fans? Stop it. Yeah, bro, Zinc, cheerleaders. Do you want cheerleaders or people to tell you the truth? I'm telling you the truth. I've been telling y'all the truth this whole damn time. I can be wrong. Listen, I could be wrong about my assessment, Zinc, but I don't have a lying heart. I don't even lie to these donkeys. Everybody knows that. I don't lie to them, Zinc. You don't lie to them. Zinc's been out here since 1976.
Woo.
We cherish people like Zinc. You can, the donkey community can make fun of their elders all they want to. Over here in the Xbox community, we don't. We uphold them. I'm still waiting on Zinc to come on this show. I want to have a one-on-one with him and just listen to him talk. What up, Six Slayer? I would just love to listen to this man talk. I love listening to people who are older than me in gaming. I love listening to them. I think it's fascinating that older people still enjoy gaming and come into our communities and kick it with us. Because like I told people, Zinc, gaming is like golf. Gaming is like pool. You can be old and still good at this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Golfers are old. They can still kick your ass.
You know what the beauty is, Legal?
Look at Jago 6. I love hearing this. I'm a 60s child. I've been gaming since the 70s. I love that, bro. That's on Di-RRec Gaming. So I don't care what people think about me. I got veterans beyond veterans on my show. That makes me feel proud. When I heard Boomstick today talk about how people make fun of him because he's older. I've heard people make fun of Hebot because he's older. I've heard this stuff. There's plenty of people out here who are older than me who've been made fun of because just of their age. And that's a damn shame. Because that should be fun. You know what I'm saying? We know people who are older than us who have passed away, who we used to see on the social media, who have passed away. Some of us might not agree with them, but it was fun to just see them with us. It's fun. It's funny to me. Because listen, man, like I said, the definition of gaming is fun. Without fun, there's no definition for gaming. Steve, come on in, brother.
Hey, what's good, the Rec Gaming family? I'm just, another gamer from the South. And matter of fact, I got to give a shout out to my Jamaican brother, Game Heroes, because I wanted to dedicate my adult beverage of the day to my Jamaican homie. I got a little Appleton Estate 12 poured up. That's a nice little aged Jamaican rum for those who partake. And a nice little beer out of Atlanta called Creature Comforts. This is Dream Big, one of their IPAs. Actually, before we were on the podcast, I was playing a little bit of that game of the generation Starfield and, maxing and relaxing. But, I had to be on here with my direct gaming family to talk about these games and talk about Xbox. And one thing I wanted to talk about was just a little bit of this Xbox tax. Now, I know it's not January yet, and I know it's not April yet, but we're seeing all throughout the year, including these Game Awards, examples of the Xbox tax and what that means. It's funny to me seeing that trend on Twitter and then seeing the community that enforces the Xbox tax pretend like it doesn't exist. It's funny to me. That's like, the American government taxing you and then pretending it doesn't. It's hilarious. But for those who don't know, everybody here knows, but in case somebody is watching on YouTube on the replay, for those who don't know, Xbox tax is just a metaphor for the media bias against Xbox in coverage and in many other things. Now, there's several reasons for it. One, you got to look at entrenchment. Phil Spencer actually talked about this. You have a company like Nintendo who's been around since the 80s. You have a company like Sony that's been around since the 90s. They've had properties that's been entrenched and had years to kind of build a base with gamers that you can't replicate. You can't replicate the history of Mario. You can make a great 2D platformer. It can make a 2D platformer that's even better than Mario. But at the end of the day, that Mario cachet is just going to have something over whatever other game you make. It's similar to Call of Duty. Call of Duty kind of has that cachet almost like the Mario shooters, where you can make a shooter as good as Call of Duty from a gameplay perspective, but Call of Duty just has that mind share of the gamers. So a game like a Mario is going to get more of a benefit of a doubt than another comparable game that could be on the same level of gameplay, but just doesn't have that same level of popularity, that same entrenchment, that same nostalgia. Xbox has come around much later than PlayStation, much later than Nintendo, so they don't have that nostalgia built up like some of these older companies, older brands that's been out here for a long time. So you'll see certain games that come from Xbox get judged in a harder lens than a lot of these other games that get a pass on Sony, Nintendo, and some of these older platforms. That's what we refer to as the Xbox tax. Now, there's also a business aspect of it because let's keep it real. Right now, Sony is the number one platform for console in terms of sales. Nintendo as well this generation, but previous generation they wasn't. So if you're a media company, you know that the people who are going to click on your ads, click on your stories so that you get ad revenue are going to be mostly people who are playing on PlayStation. So for money purposes, you're going to cater to your market. And that's just going to lead to a tax on Xbox properties because these media companies exist to make money at the end of the day. So I think it's funny that we actually see our conversation that's been happening within the community start to trend a little bit in social media and start getting to the broader community to have this conversation. And then you got the same biased media who makes the choices for the Game Awards, talking about the Xbox tax that applies to them. So if you're part of that community that is committing the tax on Xbox, of course you're going to pretend like it doesn't exist because usually people are not going to be introspective enough to criticize themselves. But I just actually can't wait till we get to the conversation to dig in on some of this.
Don't worry, we're going to get into it.
I know we're gonna go in here tonight because there's a lot of foolery. Not even just at the
I'm about to bounce
over
what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the mood tonight, bro. Somebody told me they want the old legal. I'm about to bring it tonight, bro.
You know what's funny, legal? We're gonna let the same people who don't know what an indie game is tell us that a game like Starfield is not worthy for a game of the year.
Right.
We're going to let the same people who don't know what a definition of an ongoing game is tell us that Starfield is not good enough to be game of the year, even though it's one of the few games that's still being played that's a single player months after launch. So men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Y'all not playing Baldur's Gate 3. Most of y'all didn't make it past the first or second act of Baldur's Gate 3. Y'all made your character, talked about how good it looked, and then you went back to playing Starfield.
Steve, they want us to act like we didn't hear from a reviewer themselves, right? Who told the whole damn gaming community, right? There ain't nothing wrong with playing a game for 10 minutes and then reviewing it as an entirety.
And then here's the thing, legal. I got to pull out a little bit of this Jamaican rum for Spider-Man 2 because that game is already dead after a week.
Facts, pour it out.
But
I don't give a shit about it.
We're not supposed to cheer an excellent game that highlights player freedom like Starfield. They want to talk about load screens and things that the game never said it was championed, but they're not looking at player choice, player freedom, the amount of things you could do, quest design, all the things that contribute to gameplay in the actual RPG. They want to talk about
the chit chat community keeping me busy tonight.
And goofy shit.
Damn.
That Starfield was lit. I just finished it since its launch. September 6th was it? And is one amazing campaign. Not only that, there's 5 factions. There's 5 campaigns in there. Plus, you got the whole entire galaxy to go and enjoy. Facts are 16 million players. Over 16 million players are playing Starfield till this day. And half of them, guaranteed 3/4 of them, are just still sitting there building ships without even playing the game itself. That's how addictive and good this game is. And another fact, they just won a joystick award. This VGA award is irrelevant to us. It's got nothing to do but bias, and it's for other, for Sony, for Nintendo. It's a kids game award. Games like Halo, Starfield, Forza, that's for an adult game award. This is just a sponsored event by Nintendo, Sony behind the scenes, and all of these. The problem is they're giving the reviewers to the review codes to the wrong reviewers, and that's in the UK. and that's where Microsoft and other devs are shooting themselves in the foot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, that game is lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why people are sitting there crying about how it's like what did it was score again, an 83, a 50.
You know what's funny about that, Spartan?
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of a game called Quantum Error?
Yes,
They
that one.
rated Quantum Error, and if you have not seen gameplay of this game, after the show, I challenge everyone in the chat, go look up the first hour of Quantum Error gameplay.
Was
They
it that
rated
get?
that game
It was
higher
terrible.
than Starfield.
It should be like a 10 out of 100.
Is it that Section 8 ghetto firefighter looking game that they put out that developer was sitting there throwing salt that it was superior to like
And exactly that one. You're right.
It is
That's the game.
exactly that one.
this
It
is the
is
thing.
one of the worst games I have seen probably since Superman 64. Or no, that Kong game. It's like about that bad.
For me, I personally advise everybody to stop bothering with any reviewers, any game awards, as long as you sit there and enjoy the game, and that's all there is to it. Share love with yourselves, family, and the community. And like you said, the numbers don't lie. We're hitting 30 million on Forza 5, Horizon 5. How long has it been released right now? 2 years? 3 years?
Yeah, I think it's what is it, 2
Halo's
years?
killing it with over 20 million people. Infinite. Where's their first person shooter multiplayer online right now? Nothing. Us gamers are the reviewers, and they're seeing that by the numbers. 6 million in one day on Starfield versus 2.5 million on Spider-Man 2. And any more news after that? Nothing else. Just the 2.5 million that they hit. Starfield is growing, Minecraft is growing, a Sea of Thieves is growing,
Grounded, Age of
Ground,
Empires, all of that.
You
all
know
of that
what's
is
interesting about Starfield?
Flight Simulator.
The entire third half of Starfield is not broken, unlike some other games.
That game is
Boulder Gates 3.
That game is, to be honest, I had no flaws or errors when I was playing Starfield, only just a few hiccups here and there, but everything stable. My saves were perfect, and anytime I wanted to go in and out of the game, by all means, I was more than welcome to. That game released flawless. Sure, just a few stability bugs is just normal, just like any other software that they put out, just like Windows, Mac OS. You have to give it updates to keep it running properly. It's totally normal. These little fanboys that's sitting out there mad in their mother's basements at the whole entire world got nothing better to do, just throw random salt for no reason. Not one real gamer has complained about that game whatsoever. It's only these little salty ones that sit there and then one and done in 20 hours and they go back. What other games do they have to play? Jeff Keighley, I mean, got no more games to play. They just have to sit there and play on the cloud, on their airplane, on their Samsung TVs in their hotels. Even if they have that little screen with the 1S Series S that they could carry. Sony has no more games, remakes and remasters. They got called out. They got exposed. They even admitted themselves. That lady that got fired alongside Jim Ryan, they were both responsible for these gas remakes, and they're done. These guys now officially flatten the roof. They've restructured. Now they have to start from the bottom, ground zero, and build themselves back up to get to where Xbox is. And that's another 10-year span for Sony. Good luck to whatever games they want to put out now.
Listen, going back to what Steve was talking about with Nintendo, right? It's almost as if Nintendo is there by default. If you're talking gaming, it's almost as if you're going to have Nintendo there, because to eliminate Nintendo, you're basically eliminating the world. Nintendo is worldwide. It sells good everywhere, right? Nintendo is the oldest one too. It's the oldest gaming brand in the industry right now, right? With some of the oldest, most nostalgic characters of all time. I give it props, but that's where it stops. Steve, I got Mario Wonder. I got it. I played it. You see what I just said? I got it and I played it. All right? Mario Wonder is no different from all the other Super Mario games that I've played on my Switch and my Wii U. I'm doing the exact same things. Steve, it's not a mind-blowing experience, bro. Dirt, not mind-blowing. Spartan, not mind-blowing. Nobody here can tell me that when they buy a Super Mario Brothers game, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. That's like trying to tell me, Other Zinc, I'm buying a Pac-Man game and I don't know what I'm about to do. All right? I'm going to buy a Sonic the Hedgehog game and I just don't know what I'm going to do when I buy that game. We know what we're getting into when we sign up for these games. So nothing new. All right? I got the game. Is it hard? See, this is sad that we got to do this today in 2026. I mean, 2023. Is it horrible? No. Did the new legal say it's garbage? No. I'm yelling from the pit in Mortal Kombat. I didn't say none of those things for your feelings to be hurt. All I said was, it's a Mario Brothers game. You pick one and you're doing the same things. All right? Pick one. We're still jumping off the block, touching the flagpole, people. We've been doing that since 1986. We've been doing that since 1985. We're still doing it today in 2023. Yo, listen, I've seen people take drugs and get high, but Mario don't get me high no more, people. My tolerance level is up there. I got Mario Wonder. I can show you. I can play it. But I understand why somebody would have to keep Mario or Nintendo at their game show, because Nintendo's just that big. But nobody out here is talking about Mario Wonder like that. Nobody. Now, I'll be fair with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, I don't know another yellowish game. I don't know if you can make a game more yellow. But hey, who am I to judge, right? It's just my opinion. When I saw the game, all I saw was Breath of the Wild. It could have easily been a DLC, a long expansion game. But hey, I'm not trying to get Nintendo fans mad at me. All right, let's just close our eyes and say Tears of the Kingdom was a brand new Zelda experience. We've never, ever seen anything like that before. Let's close our eyes, all right? Right. The Super Mario RPG, now I'm looking forward to that. Okay, something different. Something validated for as far as difference, A1. He's right. He's right. If we're looking at experience, he's right. All right. So now that we got that one out of the way, Steve, let's get for real now. Because we all know that was some bullshit. We all know that, right? Ain't no need of trying to play it off. We all know that.
Yeah, we have to let the children's choir get the two selections off before we get to the rest
know
of the
this. We're looking at it. We've been in the game. And we as gamers been out too long. See, the problem is the industry want to finesse us, wants the wildebeest us. But the problem is we're veterans. We gamers just been out here. When you're a veteran, you just can't. You see it. There ain't no need to lie about it. It's there. We've had too many games this year for this shit, right? And we're talking about game awards. So it doesn't make sense. Listen, people. I heard a lot on Boom Show today. I get it. I heard it. And here's another one that tickled me. Right? Because C Money was on fire. He's right. I'm in the Kennedale, Mansfield / Arlington / Fort Worth / Dallas district area. Anybody in Texas, like my man Realist, like my man Teknoblast, my man Unlimited Production One. There's plenty of Texas heroes out here that understand my area and understand when I say the Golden Triangle, they know what I'm talking about, right? I'm right in that Golden Triangle. I'm right in the Metropolitan, right? So you have to understand that when Jerry Jones and I know my man Steve is a sports fanatic like me.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones and Starbuck, right? I think his name is Rob Starbuck. If I got his name wrong, just Starbuck. That's all you need. Jones and Starbuck. When they both put $1 billion each to build the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I got a question for you, Steve, right? When he built that stadium, $2 billion stadium, who did he build that for? Did he build that for football gamers? Or who did he build it for, Steve?
He didn't build it for the gamers. He built that for the concerts. He built that for all the type of venues, and he built that for his balance sheet. Because that's the one thing to raise your franchise is to buy more land and buy more assets.
Steve, you went way left field. Come back to the pictures, man, and make it very simple. Who did they make that stadium for? Who did they make the AT&T Stadium for?
Well,
who did they spend? Huh?
Ultimately, it's for the fans.
There you go. Who? What fans?
Those doggone Cowboys.
Wait, Steve. Hold on before you answer that question. You in Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Who did the Atlanta Hawks build their fan? Who did the Atlanta Hawks build their stadium for?
Hey, they built it for me personally as a Hawks fan.
Right. If the Atlanta Falcons stadium is built for who, Steve? Is it built for Green Bay fans?
It is, because Atlanta Falcons fans don't come to the games.
Stop, man.
But
was it built for
it's built for the Falcons fans. It's built for, but we don't be
the Atlanta Braves baseball team. Who's it built for, Steve?
Now that's built for the Braves fans. Matter of fact, the reason why it's not in Atlanta and it's in Cobb County because of the Braves fans.
Steve, this stuff is simple, bro. C Money was just saying the simple things. When we talk about an Xbox show ain't built for gamers. If it is, it would be called the Gamer Show. Xbox shows are built for Xbox fans. That's why it's called an Xbox show. It's simple.
That's facts.
Now, the Starbuck and Jerry Jones is going to tell you, like they told everybody here, the millions of damn Dallas Cowboy fans that are right here that drive me crazy, right? He's still with Deion Sanders built that
for. You're not lying.
He ain't lying. Listen. That's funny. I got to do that one again. Look. They said it. We're building this stadium for the Dallas Cowboy fans. Watch this, Steve. I'm really going to knife it in. Steve Ballmer of the LA Clippers. You think he's spending $1 billion for basketball fans? Or he building that stadium for Clipper fans? Who's he building it for, Steve?
Clipper fans.
Thank you. When I go to the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, Steve, do you want to know what jerseys I see in that stadium? Do you think I see the New York Giants jerseys there?
Nope.
Do you think I see the 49ers jerseys there?
Nope.
This is simple, people. Do I see Tampa Bay Buccaneers there in that stadium? because I'm all about the football fans. No, you build your camaraderie around your fans, your flagship. The question that C Money was only trying to say is this Xbox or is it not Xbox? Because we can see if you're about Xbox or not. It doesn't take, listen, that's not hard to see. And look, all fairness to Paris, right? Because I know he's the hot topic today. I get it. All fairness, but I'm trying to get him to understand if he's listening, right? Or the people that are going to tell him we mentioning his name, but he knows me. If it's about just gamers, then let's just be about gamers. Why don't everybody just come together? We kumbaya as gamers. We know that's not happening because Dirt says something real. We all know that from the beginning, Xbox was shunned upon, looked down upon, because the Oriental powerhouse of the old guard does not like the fact that an American product has entered the scene. They are doing everything they can because they feel like some alien force is going to take what belongs to them. They feel threatened. And listen, I'm not here to judge their feelings, but I do understand. And I really think that Xbox is saying, listen, we're not here for that. We just want to get along. I get it. That's what's irritating people like Dirt. Listen, if we're all about opinions here, we all got to look at these opinions. There's a lot of people like Dirt that feel like Phil Spencer needs to tighten it up, needs to stop it. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest. Let me be devil's advocate, Steve. Let me be devil's advocate, Spartan and Dirt, Chit Chat community. Seeing not one Xbox game there rubbed me wrong. You want to know why it rubbed me wrong? I'm going to say this one more time for people who don't get it, Wilkin. I don't care if Starfield didn't win Gotti at the Game Awards. That's not what the bitching is about over here with me. I ain't really bitching, but I'm just saying all the noise that was going on today. That's not my problem, Other Zinc. My problem is, how the hell can you ignore Xbox like that? How can you ignore Starfield? How? When it was you, right, Realist? When it was them crying and bitching about it, Dirt. They were the ones crying and bitching about it more than anybody. I'm talking about the gaming outlets. Listen, Paris, my man. Realness always gets brought up. Being truthful always gets brought up. I get it. I understand. And people are always going to be opinionated, not just about you, but about me, anybody else that has a voice, anybody that's going to put their opinion on social media. The thing is, the streets understand what they signed up for. The question is, did you? Right? Did you understand? Because listen, man, honestly, it does get rough out here, but there's no reason to run. So notice he speaks about people running. I get it. He does, because there's a lot of people that'll say something about him. He pop up, and I get it. They don't want to speak to him or whatever, right? I get that. But there's this old saying, there's this old wisdom book out here that's been around for thousands of years, right? And it talks about leaders. It talks about oh, I got my man Brett. Damn, Brett, you still on that, bro? Brett, you ain't gonna never listen, Brett. You gotta stop this capping, man. Listen, I called it a country and I corrected myself, man. Come on, man. You gotta cut me some slack. I had to correct myself. Nobody corrected me.
Lingo, right? That's a pony. You don't have to.
Yeah, I know. Brett still
lower level human being.
Listen, Dirt.
To go over there with
listen, Dirt. You listen. Okay? This doesn't bother me because this is the subject that I'm on right now. Thank you. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say to Brett. Thank you, Brett, for tuning in. Keep tuning in. All right. Appreciate it, bro. You see you ain't phasing me, bro. But I laugh every time. Listen, man, I ain't mean to look. If I hurt your country, I apologize. If you felt like I disrespected it, I apologize. But I immediately corrected myself. I understand that Europe is a union, like I put up there. It's a country, because it's a union. That means one. It's a country, a one last man made of countries, like I said. All right, so we can move on.
Europe is irrelevant. We are talking about Xbox. We are talking about the American company right now.
Dirt,
okay?
Listen, who cares Dirt, it's not bothering me, Dirt. It's okay. Listen, I've moved on from that, Brett. I just want you to move on from that, man. Don't listen. With all my apologies, move on from it, all right? But I still find it funny you pop up. But listen, man, I appreciate you. Look, this is my point right here. I didn't even know he was here, so this is good. Look, people like Brett.
Can we talk about
people? Listen to me, y'all, because this is a point I'm about to make. This is a good one. There's people like Brett that give me a hard time. But look, we laugh. He says I play Xbox too. And we're moving on. He just gives me a hard time. Listen, I don't hate nobody online. It never gets that personal with me because my realization is always intact. Steve, Dirt, 117, Chit Chat Community. The new legal is a gamer tag name. It's not who I carry outside in my reality. I don't walk around telling people, hello, my name is the new legal. I understand the two, right, Lizzie? I don't carry this stuff. I don't go around talking about who doesn't like me on Twitter, all the people that don't like me on Twitter. But what I don't do, I don't run. I stand tall. I say what I say. Just like he said, he's got the right. I'm going to keep saying what I say. Great, because everybody else is too. Here's the thing. Like I was saying, this great book that's been around for thousands of years, right? They talk about leaders, real leaders, but the word that was being constructed in this book is called shepherd, right? Right. That wasn't mine. That wasn't mine, Brett. Stop. That wasn't mine. Yeah, I heard him. Look, the concept art wasn't real, Brett. Look. Real shepherds, right, who tend sheep. They'll give their life up for their sheep. They said, but fake shepherds run in times of peril. When the wolves come, they run. You said on Boomstick's show, right, that you knew it was going to get hot. That's why I got off the internet. That's not what the Xbox community is about. See, we don't run. We take everything that the industry throws at us all the time. That's stupid. The Book of X is older than Europe. Facts. I ain't got to do. Hey, yo, Brett, good luck, man, because you about to get the Xbox community's about to tear you apart. Run while you can, bro. Don't make this show funny. Nah, man, you can stay right here. Do what you want, bro. You're not bothered. Listen, you don't run because the same community that you're running from is the same community that you want your views from when you're on your shows. Listen, everybody knows Kind of Funny. Everybody knows Greg Miller. I was listening to Boom. I'm not going to cut no corners with him. I don't care if Greg Miller has an Xbox. I've always said this stuff. That don't work with me. Oh, he has an Xbox. He's okay. That's the problem. Real Xbox fans could care less that Greg Miller has an Xbox and he likes Starfield. We don't care about that, bro. He'll get thrown in there and they'll call him a donkey, a pony, like the rest of them, right? The Xbox community could care less. A game of Xbox that you like don't validate you as an Xbox fan. We don't care. We don't care that he's not, listen, he's an Xbox. He's a PlayStation fanboy, all right? He's been one for, nobody cares. I don't care. Let him enjoy PlayStation. I don't care. The thing is, we got to start calling people what they are, right? And just be proud about it. If people want to say, I'm an Xbox fanboy. I don't care what they say. I don't care. Right, Donkey Miller, whatever you want to call him. Because the guy's going to pick PlayStation over Xbox any day. We know this. We don't have a problem with him. Kind of funny is not. Let's keep it. I'm going to keep it all. I told you. C Money went 75%. But the new legal don't do. I do 100%. Kind of Funny was never a podcast where Xbox fans went and watched it. Never. It never was. Never was. All right? So let's just get that straight. It's not that I don't have a problem with Greg Miller. It's just the truth. We don't go around in the Xbox community talking about Kind of Funny. We don't. We're not the industry where all of a sudden you didn't know nobody, you got in, you know people. Now you feel like, well, I got to be attached to this stuff, so I don't want to talk bad. I heard the stereotype thing. I heard the under the umbrella thing, right? We're grown people. We understand. We don't need nobody telling us that we need to understand that everybody's not bad in the industry. Because we know that. We're grown people. We understand that stereotyping anything is wrong. Kind of Funny has never, ever represented the Xbox community because it's not an Xbox show. That's just simple. That's it. It's never, others think it's never been that. All right, so I don't even understand why Kind of Funny is even being brought up. And to the Xbox community, I don't know why.
Kind of Funny is an extension of IGN, which is basically ignorant entertainment. So why would we go off what that man is saying? He's a fraud.
Listen, Greg, look, Derp, right? This guy came out of IGN, got his own show going, and now he's with the WWF. Very successful. I ain't hating on him. The bottom line is he can be as successful all he wants. As Trey, shout out to Australia in the building. I'm not tripping off. Listen, I'm different. I don't care. I'm not tripping off of none of that, right, Dirk? Much success to Greg Miller, right? The thing is this. We just got to understand that Kind of Funny was never an Xbox channel. I don't care. We understand why XCast was created. It's a business. Same reason why Ryan McAfee got the Xbox room on IGN. But IGN never was a place for Xbox. IGN is a PlayStation channel. It came in PlayStation. When they realized, when you grow a business, you realize you hit a brick wall. Oh, let's expand. They got Nintendo in. Go check the history. Oh, it's better. We need to keep on. We're bringing Xbox in now that it's in. But the Xbox culture, like my man Phase 114 saying, the culture of Xbox was never in IGN. Never in there. Ryan McAfee don't know the language. I don't care what nobody says about Ryan McAfee. I don't hate the guy. He just don't know the language. He's not going to come out and sound like, it's funny because I can use C Money now. He ain't never came out sounding like C Money. C Money, I don't know him, but if it's people out there saying C Money was fake today, then C Money was the realest faker there was, because he got obtained the Book of X. Somebody gave him a copy of the Book of X. Because C Money was nailing it. He was nailing it. And I'm gonna say this. If you're not gonna listen to me, go and listen to what he was saying today. Because if you was an Xbox fan, you understood everything that he was saying today. There's nobody that can tell real gamers, right, that Starfield shouldn't have been nominated. We understand why the industry hated on it. It was the industry that hated on it. We had people in the industry saying, I'm going to review bomb it because I don't like the ABK deal going to Microsoft, and I don't like Microsoft. And this is a guy at IGN. Now, was anybody surprised? No. It's coming out of IGN. Nobody was surprised. That fit the script. Steve, let's just be real, bro. Nobody was surprised. All it did was validate us. The real Xbox fans have been saying this for years. I'm glad it happened. Because all you can do is pretend that it didn't happen. You can't say it didn't happen. You can pretend.
And since my man Paris was saying, he wants truth tellers and not cheerleaders, I think it's a good time to talk a little truth. So you got, and I'm going to shout out Wilkin in the chat because he had brought this up. You got a category for ongoing game. We all see what Halo has done over the last year or two in several months, and how that game has turned around, and how that game has listened to the community and responded. And you get a game like Cyberpunk that's not an ongoing game, put in the ongoing game section so that you could snub a game like Halo, or even, I would say, even snub a game like Diablo, or even Path of Exile, and some of these other games that deserve at least some recognition or credit for those type of games. But they put the type of games that get the type of money and draw and attention so that they could get the dollars they need, which is what this is all about. This is about making, if we're talking about truth, this is about making Jeff Keighley a lot of money, and also making his advertisers a lot of money. Also why a certain game who came out, was one of the most played games this year, great quality game, great storytelling, one of the biggest franchises out, no noms anywhere whatsoever. If we are being truth tellers here, where's the direction? Where's the nomination for direction? Where's the nomination for art style? Where's the nominations for some of these other categories? Because we're not talking about some 5 out of 10 game like Quantum Error that they tried to hype up to only to find out it was, dog shit. We're talking about a game that was actually very well reviewed, very well received by gamers. And I'm talking about Hogwarts Legacy that got snubbed for the game show entirely. Also, since we're being truth tellers, there's one game that allows you to be a Batman, a Jedi, a cop, a drug dealer, and also play that game where you could play multiple of those roles at the same time, and then get to a new game plus and start over with a whole new scenario and just explore different worlds and build the game that you want to build. Now, all that sounds amazing, but apparently to the industry, because it's not because now it's an Xbox owned title and not an independent Bethesda game, now suddenly Bethesda doesn't know how to make games. This Starfield released in a better state than any of their other games they ever released. Skyrim was nominated for was a Game of the Year type of game, and so many other RPGs were Game of the Year. This game came out in better state than all of those games, and then the industry is going to pretend like suddenly these games are great, complaining about things that when you play the game doesn't make sense. I can't travel and walk to everywhere on the planet. Well, it's a planet. Most of the time, you're not going to be able to walk. I get tired walking up and down the stairs, and we're talking about walking to the other side of the planet. What are we doing here? We're talking about landing on gas giants. What are we doing here? We're talking, oh man, I had to go into a menu to go from one planet to the other side of the galaxy of the other. Do y'all want to really travel from one side of the galaxy to the other and sit there and just hold the controller for 7 hours? No, you want to fast travel. Matter of fact, when fast travel was in Spider-Man 2, everybody loved it. Oh, look how great the fast travel is. Now, when it's in Starfield, oh my gosh, this game has fast travel. It's not open world. It's not open world because it's in the galaxy. It's hard to do an open world game when there's multiple worlds in the same game. I mean, it just makes, you know, it's just little things. You know, you could take a cup on one planet, drop it on another planet, and the game is going to remember that you left that cup there and then come back and get it. And that's important because I had some contraband and I needed to go to a planet to check in on the quest. I was like, yo, the block is high. Let me go drop this package off on this planet real quick and come back and get it later. And I could do that because the game engine will remember that my package, because the block is high, I could dump it off in the corner and get away from the feds and come back and get my contraband and sell it later. Can't do that on most games. You drop that box, you drop that package off, it's gonna be gone. The engine ain't gonna hold on to it. But once again, we're not gonna give credit to where credit's due because the Xbox tax is real, and that's talking real and not cheerleading in the words of Paris. Because if you're cheerleading, you're gonna talk about how great Spider-Man 2 is, ignore all the bugs. And the fact that after you played it for 10 hours, you're done with $70 game. You're going to ignore the fact that the whole third half of Baldur's Gate 3 is broken because it's a great media narrative, because it's an indie studio that's made a fantastic game. So we're going to ignore the third broken act of the game, but we're going to take a game like Starfield, which is one of the biggest, most expansive games ever, that released relatively clean. There are issues because any open world game, there's issues, but this is one of the least buggiest games they ever released, and it's the biggest game, but yet they did not give it any credit. They held it to a standard that no other game in the industry is held to.
Steve, look at Dark, right? He's right. Look, I'm playing Starfield still to this day, right? I'm not, y'all know, I'm not the gamer that cares about how long somebody's to play, but I done probably put about 250 plus hours in if I'm gonna estimate my time.
You killing it right now, man.
I've figured out it's because it's hard. Listen, it doesn't hold your hand. All right. This ain't, so that's gonna eliminate all the
that's the reason why
that right there just kills it
off already, because you know there's no baby mode.
Steve, you go on Twitter, man. You ain't seen a lot of Starfield people helping you out. They look, man. They're not doing it. You're out here on your own trying to. Dude, it took me 3.5 days to understand how to cargo link stuff. It's crazy, dude. Do gas and send it off helium up, dude. It's crazy because you gotta hope that you got enough materials, right? Resources. And you gotta hope that you got enough posts to build, and you gotta try to figure it out. But it's not holding your hand. But look, I'm gonna be real when it comes to Starfield, right, Dark? The issue that I see with Starfield, it ain't bugs. Derp, it's not bugs. You're not glitching through stones, and you're not doing all of that stuff. The game is so big, right? The game is so big. It's something that you can tell that they're trying to do something so big and so great, and they want to execute so bad, right? You can see the ambition. 117 told me, Legal, the music in this game is ridiculous. And I didn't even stop to think about it until he started saying it. And then it's like the theme music all through that game. And I'm gonna tell you, it reminded me of the old Halo, when all you hear is the orchestra all through that game. But when you're going to a world, the music is playing. It's melodic. It's majestic, man. But the imperfection, right? Because we always gotta be critical. Let's be critical of an Xbox game. So okay, listen. It's the loading time. When I mean loading time, I'm talking about when it freezes on you. It's so big that it's gonna happen. And what you got to understand is you got to save. Listen, the Bethesda team give you the solution. Save. You have endless saves because they understand what's going to happen. So just save. And then when it happens, restart from your save point and you're not bad off, keep going. It happens. It's to the point where I get one to get stuck. Maybe if I play it in 2 days, one of those days I'm gonna have to do that. But I understand what that is. It's because the game is doing something no other game has done before. That game is huge, man. That game has galaxy time, galaxy real time. So like, on one planet it can be 12 o'clock. On the other planet it can be 9 p.m. They got different weather systems on each planet. Yeah. It's like when you land on a planet, it's a new game. You're experiencing something new on that planet.
The attention to detail in that game is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
And it matters which side of the planet you land on.
Right.
If you land on the side facing the sun, it's day. If you land on the opposite, it's night.
Golden Knight said the music didn't even get nominated. Listen, look. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. This isn't a good look. Like I told everybody, it's not the fact that Starfield ain't winning Gotti. Damn, it ain't no Xbox winning Gotti on the Game Awards. Stop. Let's just stop. Xbox fans, you have to accept this stuff. Stop bitching and crying over stuff you've never got. Stop. We already know this shit don't make no sense. We've been told a game must have a story. Listen, Jeff Keighley told me and JyzalGamingTV straight up on Twitter when it was called Twitter. He came in and spoke to us because we were sitting there telling him, so you're not going to, I bet you ain't going to put Forza Horizon 5 as a Game of the Year nomination. It's sit up here kicking ass. Everybody around the world want to play this game. I know, I see it, but, the requirements is that it has to have a story. It hasn't had that. That's a lie. Because Madden didn't have no damn story. It won Gotti. Overwatch ain't got no damn story. It's Gotti. Stop lying, bro. It hurts you that an Xbox game is succeeding. The industry gets hurt when an Xbox succeeds. It does not clap. That's what I'm trying. That's where the Xbox fans, I know when they shoot the arrows at Paris about. Dude, we know you see it, but like you said, you're over here, you over there. We understand why you're not saying stuff like we say. We get it. We get it. So the real Xbox fans don't look at you for that. You might think that we do, but we don't. We don't. And it's not a bad thing. It's nothing personal. It's just we're the few that understand his position. What's up, Marquise? We understand where he sits. Okay? He just told y'all what he is. I just love games. Well, see, that's what the industry wants us to be. They don't want to talk about how the hell PlayStation still ain't fixed its infrastructure. How people are still getting hacked on PlayStation. That's still happening. How's that still happening? We're going to ignore the fact, since we're all about games and we're supposed to love each other, we're going to ignore the fact that Sony blocks Xbox games. They've been blocking Xbox games for years and years on out. We're not supposed to talk about that. We're supposed to just ignore that too. Damn, y'all basically gave Microsoft no choice. They had to buy something. But then you get donkeys out here that act like PlayStation or Sony with PlayStation didn't never do that before. They ain't never just bought up studios. It's okay. It's okay to throw the jabs. It's okay to spit opinions. But damn it, let's make some damn sense when we do. Let's stop acting like we don't know shit. We know stuff. We see it. To sit here and act like it's not true or it ain't happening or call it a conspiracy, that's the bullshit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that irks me. This stuff ain't no damn conspiracy, man. We know why Hogwarts didn't make the Game Awards. We know people like you ain't going to admit to that. We understand the deepness of it. We understand the political agenda that hurt that game because somebody gave themselves an opinion. What's up, Mr. Kima? That was an opinion that woman said. Pay attention to the gamers. The gamers said, all right, she's talking, but we're over here want to play this game. We want to know if the game is fun or not. That's what gamers are doing. And guess what? We had articles criticizing gamers that are just doing that. So my question is, what the fuck are gamers to do? What the fuck is the basis of a gamer? Are we supposed to be focusing on what other people say, opinions, and it affects us? Then that's hypocritical because that's not what you say.
I want to speak some truth on Paris.
Right. When we're talking about, he says, people have a problem with him because he says his opinions. But the thing is, what parents got to understand this. I get it. He's right. Listen, he's not the only person. Everybody has a problem with opinions. People don't like what you just said tonight, Dirt.
I want to go over something else, though. It's not just his opinion. I'm just saying, the first time I came across Paris Lily is when he was at his home and he was streaming a bunch of cyberpunk content. And once that game came out in this broken state, he was capping hardcore for it because he got a chair and a jacket. I don't trust that man, okay? He will he can be paid off.
Oh man, that's some truth telling right there.
I know.
We're truth telling. We're not cheerleading.
He is no better than the rest of them. He got on there to try to placate and be the bigger man, but all I saw was a snake oil salesman. He was gaslighting me once again. Okay, he was gaslighting. It is what it is. His opinion sucks.
Yeah, I wanted to add some more truth telling, since we're telling the truth. And we're not
Steve,
we're not cheerleading.
Why this show? You want to know why? I love the fact that Dirt reached out to me. You reached out to me because this is you guys represent the true essence of Di-RRec Game. Everybody here that's been following Di-RRec Gaming understands that I pull from the community. This ain't a YouTuber from a YouTuber to the YouTubers to the YouTubers. Nah, man. I said, damn, bro. When are we gonna celebrate the viewers? The people who don't have a platform, when are we going to celebrate them? Have you ever just invited people from the Xbox community to talk? So you and her are talking. If you two are talking and you guys are saying this stuff, the Xbox fans don't have nothing to worry about when they think like this. You're letting them know that, listen, you're not crazy by the way you think. We know because we understand it too. And that's all we're saying. We know that the industry is not looking at us. We know that they love to make fun of our games. They love to use narratives for Xbox. We get it. We've been out here. We get it. But there's a line that you don't cross with the Xbox community. We're not weak. We're on the gaming side where our multiplayers run strong. You don't like legal? Let's get on Gears. Let's see who really plays Xbox games. Get on Gears and I'll run circles on you. I run games. I've ran a game before. I've run Gears of War. Benny Boone over in the UK that be on Xbox on. Benny Boone was the #1 Call of Duty player at one time. He ran a game. So you don't think when Benny Boone talks, you don't think he ain't got my attention? I'm listening to him. See, Benny Boone is an example. There was a time when Xbox pulled from its own camp. There was a time when Xbox did that. Don't let that young face of Benny Boone fool you. Benny Boone's an OG.
Mm-hmm.
He's an OG. Don't let him fool you. Don't let that young charming face fool you. I know he's probably in his 30s by now, but that kid was a beast on Xbox, bro. On Call of Duty. Back in the day, Steve, during the 360 years, where half the gaming community wouldn't survive today in. I think I'm gonna listen to this era where you win for being a participant. I don't come from that era. I'm sorry. I come from an era where you compete. You accept the win, you accept the loss. You ain't getting a trophy for participating. That's not the era I come from. So no, you can miss me with the kumbaya shit because donkeys in the PlayStation fan base don't like Xbox. How do I know? Because I was in Mississippi and Memphis. I was at the GameStop stores during the Xbox One years, where GameStop would put all the damn Xbox games and all the Xbox accessories in the back of the damn store. They treated it. You know what? I'm gonna be funny for a minute. Xbox was being treated like black folks was being treated in the 50s. But Xbox been fighting for its civil rights. You can't make this shit up. We're still like trying to be accepted as video gamers. And this is just another episode that we're going through. We looked at the damn Game Awards, and as Xbox looks at me, facts. Smitty Smith, we're at the verge now. Now we're at the verge. We're about to boycott the buses. The damn game, right, Steve? We from the South, right, Zeke? We about to start marching across the bridges in Selma now. We're at the point we done had enough. We about to turn into Malcolm X out here. We done had enough. And how much more you gonna think?
We need Dirk to be our Fatty Lou Hamer.
Right. How you weak ass casuals, right? With the most popular brand, with nothing but walk shows, daddy demo games. How much longer you think the real capos out here gonna take from y'all? We on the community side that has strong campaign, strong stories, and strong multiplayer games that are still running. You ain't got that. Y'all ain't gaming on our level. How long you think we're gonna just sit there and take that shit? Listen. I'm who I am. There's people. You can't tell me shit about me, right?
Hey, that's legal Luther King right there.
Listen, Steve, I've been in a Halo game. All right? Listen, I got it video recorded. There's people I met. I met a guy who was part of the first Halo Strike team. I've been around real Xbox fans, right? I've been around them.
Mm-hmm.
I go somewhere and I met people from social media at these places. Whoa, yo, legal what? And it's beautiful. There's nothing like this community. Nothing like it. That's why it gets hated on. Because if you're a little casual, that's why I watched the Gears of War community leave Gears during Gears of War 4, and it was a sad time. Because Black Tusk came in, they didn't understand the culture. They thought they could just do whatever they wanted to do to that game. They misjudged the veterans that built that game, because that's what people got to understand. Halo was built. Gears was built off of Xbox fans. They wasn't built off of gamers. When I say gamers, I'm talking about neutrals. Everybody that was just loving games, that ain't the Xbox. That ain't how Xbox was built. That's right. Colleges, landline parties. Put up zinc. Where are you at? Right, this one. I got the fire hose sprayed on me. And God damn, I missed it. Facts! It's like, I'm done with Zinc tonight. I'm done with him, bro. He's right, though. I'm done.
Hey, we shall overcome.
Y'all wildin'. I got the German Shepherds on me at the Game Awards, fam. The dogs were on me. The canines were on me, fam. Y'all are wrong. Y'all wildin'. But he's right. Smitty, he's right. We got the hose on us in 2023. He ain't making that up. As they knocked this game down to an 83. There is no gamer on earth that plays Starfield and says, yeah, this game's an 83. Nobody. It was sabotaged. We watched y'all. Now look at the difference, like C Money was talking about today. Remember, he went 75%. I'll even give him 80. And that's not enough. He was doing a damn good job. I'm saluting C Money tonight, Boomstick. Look what happened, y'all. Look what happened. Spider-Man 2 came out. When Spider-Man 2 came out, did you see the Xbox community worrying about some damn Spider-Man 2?
You mean Spider-Jane 2?
Right. Spider-Man ain't gonna win no damn Gotti. We know that. We know Spider-Man ain't winning no damn Gotti, right? We already know that. All right. So I'm gonna let everybody know the secret. I'm gonna let everybody know the secret right here on Di-RRec Gaming. Xbox fans do not run on Metacritic and review bomb Sony games. We don't get horny off of doing shit like that. That's the donkey shit. And the people who get their feelings hurt in the industry, that's what they do.
Yeah, we actually have live.
You know what? I'm gonna let them know our secret. You know what our secret is?
We touch grass and ass.
We know where y'all ain't buying no fucking games. That's the secret. We don't give a shit what Metacritic gives it. We don't give a shit what you gaming journalists say or you influencers say about a damn PlayStation game. Here's the secret. The base ain't going to match your hype. 2023, words Forspoken, dead. 2023, Final Fantasy 16, flopped. Square Enix announces it, flopped. There's not enough engagement on the PlayStation 5. That ain't new news. We know that shit. But we'll let the gaming journalists and all these articles keep lying, keep holding those buckets for the donkeys. We get it. Spider-Man 2 had to be lied about on its first 24 hours. We know. We know y'all wasn't buying that shit. We know.
Legal.
You didn't buy the first. You didn't buy the first.
Spider-Man is nothing but an interactive playbook for children.
Can we drop some?
Got us messed up nominating it over Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush.
So can we drop some truth since we're dropping truth
tonight?
Truth. And we're not cheerleading. Last year, 2022, when Xbox delayed Starfield and Redfall, which were actually good decisions in retrospect. Every media outlet was writing about the management at Microsoft and how the management was a problem and the management this and the sky is falling. Even though if you looked at their financials, they were doing pretty well. But, the gaming media, oh my gosh, sky is falling. This year, Sony only had one game, Spider-Man. Stuff is getting put back. You have managers and leaders leaving the company, not just retiring, and they got somebody already in position and all this neat. No, you have to have the head of Sony. Yes,
Steve, hold on.
Sony
Steve,
come to.
Steve, they ain't even letting us use the restrooms together.
Look. They all of this turmoil that's been going on in Sony this year. We don't even know what 2024 looks like for Sony. But where's all the think pieces about Sony management? Where's all what's Sony going to do? Where all these think pieces that we're supposed to have? So it's funny that we get one reporting for one company, but we didn't get any reporting about all the studios that Sony was closing over the last 2 or 3 years, and then now we don't have no games from them because they've been closing these studios. But we're just telling the truth. We're not cheerleading like the media is. Media, they got to hold their pom-poms for Sony, so they can't talk about all the negative that's going on. Right. They only got to talk about the positive.
When do you see it? And you want to know what else, Steve? Since we're not supposed to stereotype, right? So why is it that if it's true that everybody isn't like this, then where are the ones that speak positive? Where are the good ones? It's like they don't get hurt. All we ever see are the dumb ones, are the ones with their feelings hurt, are the ones that always got to complain about it.
Talking about D-Batch right there.
Thank you. Where are they? Then damn it, show us the good ones. What you see what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop with this bullshit, bro. Stop. It just ain't. Come on, man. We understand that bullshit sells. We understand that console wars sell. If you didn't have all this dumb shit going on, nobody's clicking on your thing. The articles write dumbass headers to get clicks. We all know this. All right. And listen, the gamers have accepted it. This ain't something that we talk about. All we're saying is you cannot make anybody believe that the Game Awards, and this is another thing. I didn't understand that he didn't understand that the Game Awards is 90% jury, 10% game. I thought everybody knew that shit. No, man, games on the Game Awards are not given to everybody to vote on. It never has been that way. Because if it is, it doesn't go the way that it's supposed to go. All right? It wouldn't work. You saw that the PlayStation community voted for Ghost of Tsushima for Game of the Year for them, not Last of Us 2. It wouldn't have went their way. PlayStation fans let you know what they wanted, what they thought should have won. So things ain't going to go that way if they do that. It throws a wrench into things. So it's an advertisement, business ran. Who wants to pay the most money for their game to be promoted type shit. You can't tell me otherwise. It is what it is. And if Microsoft ain't putting their games on the Game Awards, that just tells you they're not wasting their money on that shit. They rather put their money into their games, which that's where I agree. I said it. Microsoft, make your own damn shows for your fans. Oh, man, you just had to go there, didn't you, Wilkin? You just had to go there. Listen. Make shows for your fans. Where's XO at? Look, man, it's a fact. When Xbox knows how to make a show for their fans, people watch. Look, people watch. We had more people watching Xbox Direct show than we had Xbox console sold. These are facts. 92 million views. These are facts.
You know what, Legal? Mm-hmm. These ponies need to be asking, pony bots and the critics alike, they need to be asking, how come Sony has been around so long and they still haven't hit the 1 trillion mark? Why are their business always failing? All of their business divisions are failing right now. The only thing keeping them afloat is PlayStation. And we just got an article stating that the console sales are not a good thing because they're losing money. So they made that slim to give y'all cheap ass plastic, okay? Because they cannot afford that console. They can't afford anything that they're doing.
Dirt chooses violence. She's angry. Dirt came on this show with her fist ball.
Those are facts, though.
That's Dirt X right there.
Dirt X. Dirt came in. It was a lot on her chest this day, man. You know, they gotta understand. Listen,
what happened to the PS?
Y'all are the streets. Y'all are the streets. Like FaZe, like I said, when the streets are talking, what can they say? I always told y'all are the worst enemy. They scared of y'all. I told you, you'll make people run. Y'all will make people get off of social media. Nobody want to fool with y'all. I told y'all. It ain't the YouTubers, because the YouTubers can get silent, Zink. You heard what GameZero said, man. I don't want to talk too much legal. I don't want the show to be banned. And you see what I'm saying? Us YouTubers, we can only go so far. The streets is undefeated. You can never fool the streets. You can't. The streets came up with never forget moments. Never forget. You cannot. The streets is undefeated. You ain't beating the streets. The streets don't care what you say.
And Legal, let me add this.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Let me add this.
Yes, ma'am.
If they're making so much money, they're doing so well, why the hell did they have to buy Bungie on layaway?
Oh man, there's all kinds of violence tonight.
God.
Man, I might need to get my bulletproof vest. I don't want to catch a stray out here,
shoot,
boy.
Man.
She's letting off in the crowd
She
like
said
it's a
they bought
sorcerer.
Bungie off a payment plan. I'm gonna mute my mic. Go ahead, Dirt. Keep
Listen, literally, that's why they fired all those people. Remember, they signed a clause. They put that extra $1 billion. Because Phil was like, he came to Bungie. Y'all cost too much. We got Activision at home. You're not worth $3 billion. So Sony went over there thinking that they got them a good deal. Little did they know, Bungie has been used and abused by 2 different publishers. They're for the streets. Leave Bungie alone. But no, here comes Sony because they're desperate. Why? Because they can't make multiplayer games. All they can make is third-person, over-the-shoulder, sad dad simulators. Their games are literally the Marvel movies of the gaming universe. They have no originality, and that's why they're struggling right now. But let's get back to Destiny or just Bungie in general. They had to lay off all those people to get those shares back so they can pay off Sony because they missed their mark by 45%. 45%. Y'all over here, like Chief Quee, I'm worried about Xbox being nominated. Why? We're making buttloads of money over here. Y'all like to talk about console sales and use that as some type of fucking rubric or goal of why Microsoft is not doing well and Sony is doing better. Sony just told you buying their console is breaking their pockets. So who really should they be worrying about? Is it really Xbox, who doesn't have any damn debt? Or should it be Sony, who has all the debt and none of the profit? And I'll leave that there.
Is it safe to come out now?
Yeah, you guys are good.
I had to duck because I didn't want to catch no strays. You know, you firing off, man. That AK was going off.
You never know. Sometimes that one loose bullet may come out at any time, but those are straight fiery facts right there.
Yo, shout out to the Body Keith. Woo. Whew. Man, that man's dreads right tingling right now after that.
Right now, us Xbox gamers, we're being ushered into a new era of gaming with Activision, Bethesda on our side now. We've got how many more studios we got? Like 10 more, 15 more studios on top. We're in the midst of the holidays. December's next month, rolling over. It's been a month now since the acquisition. By February, March, get ready. Game Pass is gonna be loaded with games. Spyro, you got some cool Call of Duties that are gonna complement. We're in a good spot. We got a refresh of Series X coming out with all digital, a powerhouse. We got a brand new controller as per the leaks coming out. That's going to be more interactive, intuitive. Our Series S, the beast, is just keeping up and killing it with the 1 terabyte. We're doing great.
I agree, man.
Sony fanboys, no disrespect. You sit there and $600 for a console, another $700 for a PSVR 2. Project Q's coming out. No, she is right. They're not making money. They're losing money. And what success did they have out of that PSVR 2?
You know what, Spartan? The ABK deal was our Game Awards show.
That was it.
Xbox community. The ABK deal was your Game Awards show.
A historic one.
I told y'all. Like Steve was saying, I ain't cheerlead. I told y'all. Y'all are a part of the X League. Listen. My God said he gonna make a nation out of priesthoods. Just like I'm a priest, y'all will be priests. If we're gamers and we're Xbox gamers, then put your damn jerseys on and get on the field. Get out of the stands. They want you up there at the stands. Y'all remember my slogan? Did I ever lie when I said, we don't just salute the flag, we put the jerseys on? There's a difference between those who just salute the flag and those that put the jerseys on. When you're on the field, you don't have time to look up at the stands. When you are making plays, when you're gaming, you don't have time to listen to the bullshit. That's what I was saying to y'all. And you want to know something, Smitty Smith? I have to say that the Xbox community has been doing a damn good job at playing its games. For a community that has no games, that was told it has no games, you want to know what's funny? I'll tell the truth. The number one games on PlayStation are third-party service games. Like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft. That's their top 5. So my question has always been, what the hell do I need a PlayStation for? Don't you damn tell me God of War.
To warm your feet in the winter because it's hot as hell with the
Right.
fans and where they got it placed up, all that damn plastic. We're over here with a vapor chamber. They got plastic and this experimental liquid metal that damn PC players don't even use. That shit's gonna blow up.
Yeah, that thing is good to keep your feet warm, or just lift your feet when you're chucking a deuce in the bathroom.
I'm not buying a console to play one game out of the year. Steve, Dirk, Spartan, Chit Chat, I'm not gonna do that. If you call that gaming, then all right, whatever. That's a great opinion. But I'm gonna go, right? See, there was a time when we didn't have a lot of variety phase, right? It's my homegirl, Dirk's been with Dirk's been my homegirl for years. But look, Dirk was so good at hiding who she was. I didn't even know for a while, y'all. It shocked the hell out of me. But I always knew as the person, right? They spoke the language. They were vicious like this. But when I found out she's a woman, it just, I'm like, they're not gonna be ready for you, Dirk. It's just today she can't take it anymore. And hey, listen, this is our sister. You know what I'm saying? She's up here.
Dirk, we have to speak on the Call of Duty. You remember in Jim Ryan, if we lose Call of Duty, PlayStation will fail, and that's why they fired that man, because he was telling the truth. He knew. What else do they have? They don't have shooters. They don't have multiplayers. What does their fan base play? Multiplayer first-person shooters. They don't want that dad simulator shit. They want to shoot and run around with their friends. How are they going to do that if PlayStation Network keeps getting hacked?
You're right, and I was wrong. I will admit, I was wrong about Jim Ryan. I said it on Twitter. Yo, Jim Ryan was trying to tell y'all the truth. Listen, they didn't even want to listen to the person that was telling them the truth, Mr. Kima. I told y'all, they love the liars.
He even showed it in front of their faces that he flew to Brussels and Belgium to stop the deal.
Look,
Bro lied in the court of law to stop the deal.
Right. Spartan.
Right there.
Certain Spartan.
He was saying that in their faces.
Look, Spartan, he told them. He said, we're not gonna make it if we don't start acquiring service games. We can't get into the future. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna say this again. I don't listen to a lot of people, but I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of respect for David Jaffe. I know some people don't like the guy. I'm an Xbox guy, but I actually, you know what I respect about him? You want to know what I respect about him? Let me tell you what I respect about him. He's street. He's right, Steve, he's right down in the gutters with us, talking to the gamers, talking to the PlayStation fans. I gotta respect it. I love it. But because he's actually, and you know he actually tells stuff, realist. He talks to the gamers. You can learn something from him. Look what he did when People respect the guy because they were giving him the information, right, Vodka, about what was happening with Miss Connor. And he warned the PlayStation community, y'all need to change up. Get your minds ready because, and listen, they ain't listening to us. We've been telling them. So I love when David Jaffe just reaffirmed it. There's going to come a time where PlayStation might not be what you think it is anymore. What you know Sony has with PlayStation now, it may not exist soon. I've been telling them,
exactly.
I got it
it's
from
about to
him.
exist on the app on my Xbox. They are not going to have a PlayStation 6. Okay?
Dirt.
That business is sinking. It is sinking. I know what it looks like when a business sinks, okay? It is sinking.
It's not even about it becoming an app, right? It's more of the fact that it can't afford. The gaming industry, inflation is rising up. Technology is so advanced now. It's so new. You know the rules to technology when it's new. You have to pay for it, right? Michael Patrick, he said it too. He said it too, realist. You're right. He did say it too. The person that I heard it was through David Jaffe one day, but he did say it. Michael Patrick said it too. He tried to tell him. But what I liked about David Jaffe is he broke it down. He told them that it's 200 to 300 now, but I don't see them when it gets up to 500, when it gets to $500 million to make these video games. Sony pockets ain't like that. They sitting around and it's not helping that y'all don't buy games. Y'all are not fooling anybody anymore. It's almost boring making fun of y'all now. You need right now. Me and JyzalGamingTV came up with this thing called Enter the Post ABK Era. We knew, we called it. The industry is doing exactly what we called. Y'all, we be on phones talking to each other. Don't worry. We do this stuff. We love to talk about this stuff. So we're not lying when we say we knew this shit was going to happen because we said it. Just like I said Miles Morales was going to be the next damn Spider-Man on PlayStation. Everybody was laughing at me then. You're not laughing at me now. You like Miles Morales, don't you? You see what I'm saying? Well, I know how you dudes flip. You flip once you know you can't change shit. When you think something can't be changed, you'll stay on topic. But as soon as it happens and you can't change it, you love it. I know you donkeys. I'm the one that made the saddles for y'all. Y'all hate legal. I know. But I love y'all. I don't run from.
Let's speak on, while we're on the PlayStation exclusive, let's speak on how for the last 3 years, they've just been giving us glorified DLC. And they've just been letting them do that. One even got nominated for Game of the Year. Yeah, I'm talking about God of War Ragnarok, the DLC. And we're getting another DLC for that one next year because they don't have any games. They don't have any games.
They don't.
They can't afford to make any games. They do not have any games. That's what they need to be focusing on, not us.
Like my man Games Hero said, y'all ain't asked for this shit. Y'all ain't asked for no Stellar Blade. Y'all ain't asked for what's the other one that's about to. Y'all ain't asked for no Foam Stars. Y'all ain't asked for that shit. That's those games. All we can do is bring Pope John III back to live again and bless them games, bro. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Them games need an exorcism or something. They ain't got a chance in hell. We all know it. We all know them games. Them games are dead on arrival, just like we predicted Forspoken. It ain't because we're haters. We know the donkey community. They talk a good game. Their buttholes can get as big as their mouths. But when it comes down to it, y'all ain't gonna buy those damn games. And y'all prove it every single time. It's like I told y'all are Sony's biggest problem. And the gaming industry is trying its hardest, y'all. When I saw the Game Award nominations, I just said, God dang. I mean, how hard can you bat? How hard can you? I'm at the point where now I can't wait to see what they do next. Because now, realists, right? My brother realists, what's the game that I've been saying that I've been holding this generation upon my shoulders? It's coming. That damn Hellblade 2 is coming, Dirt. Smitty Smith, Hellblade 2 is coming to give hell. Steve, Spartan, Chit Chat community, I'm going to say this again. My game is coming. I cannot wait.
Years?
To see how this effing industry treats my game. Y'all gonna really give me this victory? Y'all better not give me this damn victory. If Hellblade 2 don't win Gotti next year, Xbox fans, wrap it up. Wrap this shit up. Because if Hellblade 2, we know damn well Sony don't have shit in 2024. Listen, man. I got Mario Wonder, and if Nintendo comes out with another Mario game next year, bro, don't come to me.
They better come out with a Mario Kart at least, man. Mario Kart.
God, you know what? If Mario Kart comes out, Hellblade 2 ain't got a chance in hell.
I just gotta say about that Mario Kart thing. Nintendo is the only company that can release the same game on 2 different generations.
Yup.
And they get a pass for it. Because that Mario Kart 8 was straight up a Wii U game.
Yeah,
ain't nobody
Nintendo, what was it, Super Nintendo when I started playing that? Honestly, Nintendo's a household game, and it'll be there for generations and beyond due to the reason of a childhood nostalgic.
It's not even that, Spartan. I'm glad you said that because that's what I forgot to write off of Steve a while back when I said I'm going to ride right off of him. Nintendo, right? It's the Eastern Giant. You remove Nintendo from gaming, you removed damn near almost everything. There's so much advertisement. There's so much sponsorship that goes along with that. With Nintendo, it's insane. You're not gonna be what you're gonna do. You go over there on the eastern side of the world. Who are you talking about? You can't. PlayStation is a Japanese brand. You can't even go over there and talk about PlayStation has no voice in the market.
IGN.
Right. The hell out of here.
IGN was originally like a Nintendo thing.
Right.
I mean, mostly.
You go over in the Eastern world and you don't bring up Nintendo, bro, you better get back on your plane and take your ass back to the Western
side. Too, New Legal. That's in the Japanese Asia market, both Nintendo and Sony are protected there.
Yeah, but Sony, look, man, leeway. The media wants you to think that Sony is a talking point. It's not.
It's not at all.
It's like 98 to 2%. That's what it is. Nintendo runs that whole side of the globe. That whole side of the globe, man. You can't remove Nintendo. The Japanese culture and the Orient culture will not give up Nintendo. It won't. So you got to. Nintendo was there by default. It's a console, but Nintendo ain't gotta be. Listen, Nintendo don't need PC. The hell you talking about? Nintendo don't need PC
at all.
Nintendo don't need nothing. Nintendo don't need VR. They don't need none of that. Nintendo
Mario hat.
Right. Nintendo will give you a T-shirt, some drawers, some socks, underwear, and a handheld device. And you know what? You good. 120 million sold across the world. They're gonna give you 10 Mario games. Gonna sell its ass off. Because guess what? The Asian market alone will carry Nintendo. Nintendo Asian market don't even need the Western world. Steve.
Nintendo's the only company that could get away with selling cardboard and calling it VR.
Yeah, man. As long as
nobody else, no other company can get away with that except for Nintendo.
My head hurts, bro. Why did you do that? Nintendo, you know what, man? Never in my life as a gamer have I seen anything like that. Nintendo sold homeless shelter material. People who are homeless need cardboard. They took cardboard and made it a selling point in the gaming industry. Nobody could do that but Nintendo. Nobody. So Nintendo by default is the gaming industry. You can't take it out. It's there. So now it's PlayStation and Xbox. They're going to put PlayStation over Xbox by default. Because if you're a gaming business, you're going to have to be buddies with the Asian market. You won't make it. You get it, people?
Unless you got $3 trillion. So Microsoft needs to say F all of them because they could buy Japan if they wanted to. It would probably be better off since ain't nobody reproducing over there because they're too busy playing these weird ass games like Stellar Blade and shit. Okay. Listen, all I know is the reason why they nominated Resident Evil Remake is to save space for The Last of Us 2 remake for PlayStation 5.
I can't.
Play is not going to win. It's not going to be Mario Kart. It's going to be The Last of Us Part 2 for PlayStation 5.
Shit.
Listen, I mute my mic because I just wanted to hear Zeke go off. I mean, hear
I can't deal with y'all tonight, man. You gotta laugh, y'all. Xbox community, stop being mad.
There's absolutely no beaver. Stay relaxed. You got a plethora of games to play. There's games dropping too.
Xbox community, you have the most beautiful gaming community in the history of gaming. You're beautiful. You don't need no fake ass gaming articles, journalists, gaming outlets to tell you what you are, show your worth. That Game Awards, man. We talking about Jeff Keighley, bro. This dude wakes up.
Illegal?
Jeff Keighley wakes up, puts on Sony socks before he goes jogs in the morning. Well, that's what we're talking about. Why y'all? What are you expecting?
Jeff Kelly sucks a nice amount of blue cock before he gets up in the morning in his dreams every day. And don't forget Kojima in there. They just tag team Sony. That it is what it is.
This guy, he it's just weird. Jeff Keighley, man, it's weird shit. I was almost say, but it's okay. I don't have a problem with him being a Sony fan. I've been saying this for years. I'm not going to the Game Awards looking for Xbox. Somebody has to say it, man. Listen, I'll say it. Xbox fans, you can get mad at me. Legal, we just want to be loved. Man, listen, man. You ain't going to be loved there. I can't lie to y'all. I can't, man. It's you guys that got to wake the hell up. Y'all got to wake the hell up. This shouldn't be no surprise that Starfield ain't even nominated. That shouldn't even be a surprise to y'all. As much hate it got, we all know this. Let's take the elephant out of the room, Steve. Dirt, Spartan, chit chat. Let's go ahead and say it. We know why they hated Starfield. They hated Starfield because Microsoft made it an exclusive to Xbox console.
They hated Starfield because they can't afford to make a Starfield.
They loved Dirt. They loved when Starfield was mentioned that it was a multi-platform game. They actually started chanting for it. Bring it on over here. You see how they are? But that's because it was left in the ether. But when the reality set and they found out they wasn't gonna get it, do y'all want to know how stupid this shit is? Let me tell y'all how stupid this shit is. You had people like Aaron Greenberg having to repeat himself over and over and over again to a dumbass donkey community that wouldn't get it in their head that Starfield is going to be Xbox only. For some mythical reason, donkeys think that Xbox games can't make it unless it's on a PlayStation platform. I just want to say that one more time. Donkeys think Xbox games won't make it unless it's on a PlayStation platform. How the fuck does that make any sense? Right, Vodka. The damn game would be downgraded. Nobody would really want to play that shit.
The PlayStation 5 is holding back gaming. I saw
what the hell are they talking about? The PlayStation 5 can't run no damn game like that. Are you serious? Y'all can't even run a damn. Y'all can't.
It can't even run Spider Jane 2.
That's what I was just finna say. You can't even run Spider-Man. What the hell are you thinking Starfield is gonna run like on that hot ass cockroach strip club console? You know, that's funny that anybody will even be capping for that console. Listen, you can like it. I ain't tripping. The humor is that you cap for that shit. Y'all are up here capping for one of the ugliest, cheap looking, plastic put together console of all time. That shit ugly as hell.
That shit look like it's made from the hangers from Target for $1. It's like cheap ass. They didn't even get the premium plastic. They got the cheap shit from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, they went
$1.25.
Guys, they botched the console. They had 7 different types of irritation come out. This one is very, very. It's the PS2 Slim was better quality than this come out. That's how bad this one is.
They're over here capping, bro. You got people. See, this is another thing, man. Look, some of you influencers are hilarious, bro. Not just the influencers that you just gotta laugh at, but the gaming journalists, the gaming media is hilarious as hell. I don't know who the hell made that article out, but they gave the PlayStation device, the Portal, the same grade as the ROG Ally. You can't make this shit up. Look, you can have your opinions. I get it. But at some point, we got to stop acting like gamers are dumb. That's dumb. Let's just be honest. Stop with the capping bullshit. The PlayStation Portal device is complete dog shit. We have too many devices that you can walk around and enjoy your games on. This damn thing can't even work if your PlayStation 5 isn't turned on. Boy, you stupid realist. It's a cockroach strip club.
It is.
It is.
The PlayStation bankruptcy portal.
Bro, you can't even. Spartan.
They look like a bunch
of. You can't play
the
damn Spartan. You cannot play the device unless your PlayStation 5 is turned on. I'm not lying about that.
For real, dude?
You give it a damn 8. You give that the same rating as the ROG Ally. Gamers, when I saw that, I'm like, you know, man.
This device here, if I come clear, this device that they built is specifically to stream it off your PS5 while you're at home. While you're at home, it has to be online on your PS5.
You better have that damn PS5 turned on, bro.
So I'm not allowed to be like halfway around the world.
You gotta have that PlayStation 5 turned on.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. We're in 2000 Zinc. Zinc done seen it all, right? Zinc, I'm talking to you, my brother, my godfather. In 2023, we're capping for handheld, Zinc, that the only way you're going to play it is when your console is turned on. That's what we're talking about in 2023.
Legal. I think at this point, we just need to acknowledge that the gaming industry has set up affirmative action for PlayStation. everything that they turn in and release gets graded on a curve because they feel bad for them. They're trying to figure out how they're
right, how to do it. Right.
And they don't have any money.
Exactly. Okay? Dirt. Am I lying when I say, okay, goes back to Steven thing, the cheerleader, because I know it rubbed them wrong too. He's been talking about it. Right, that's primitive. Zing, everybody, chit chat community, Xbox community, because I'm gonna get to Smitty Smith after I say this. And I appreciate you, Smitty Smith. I appreciate you, man. You know I ain't got nothing but love for you, boy. Look, man. Am I lying when the gaming media put 10 out of 10 for every freaking PlayStation game that can possibly come out? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And let me tell you what their favorite line is for every freaking game that comes out. Every freaking game. I don't care what it is. Guess what they'll say? It's the best looking game I've ever seen. How can every fucking game that comes out is the best looking game you've ever seen? No one's taking you dumbass.
Participation trophies, okay? They're acting
I don't even know how to do it right.
It's the special kid in the right.
10 out of 10. Math 10 out of 10. Best looking game I've ever seen. It's the best looking game I've ever seen. All right, back to Smitty Smith. The PlayStation Portal is on. Oh my God. Damn. I got to say this without laughing. All right, here we go.
How much is it?
The PlayStation Portal is on house arrest because you can't leave the house with it. Y'all fuck off that. You can't. Smitty Smith, if somebody gets mad at you in your house, God forbid they run and cut your PlayStation 5 off. You're done. Spartan, it cuts off. You can't play it no more, dirt. We ain't even got to be around you, dirt, to cut you off from playing.
I mean, you can't even play when you're next to the PlayStation.
Look, dirt. Didn't I tell you to wash them dishes? You on that? You on that damn game, aren't you? Cut that. Steve, go in there, cut that damn PlayStation.
You can't play it with the lagging. It's lagging. What did Paris Lily say? It lags. When it works good, it's good, but it lags all the time.
But
How did you even mess that up?
But it's an 8. But it's the same as the wrong ally. It's rated this. You can't make this up.
For the same cost as the Portal, I'd rather go and opt a Switch OLED and play that on the TV, and when I'm out and have my what a ripoff.
Affirmative action, I know.
Everybody right now has a PS Portal in their pocket. It's called their cell phone because you can use your cell phone to play remote play and also watch Netflix, YouTube, and all the other things that the Portal can't do.
Right.
That's the amazing thing about it. It's like the most useless product ever. Just a streaming only device that can't do anything else.
So technically, that thing is just streaming the user interface of PS5 on itself for you to be able to go play in a room while someone else is watching the TV. Whoever wants it, enjoy it. That's another
Spartan, read right there. Spartan, look what Zink telling you. Look.
Oh, it's house arrest. Oh,
Look right there. Spartan 117. The
place. Oh, wow.
$200 plus another $200 because you need earbuds. You can't make this up.
Lord have mercy.
Right. $400 for that dog shit. $400.
$600 Canadian. Oh, that's it. Go get a Series S 1 terabyte and call it.
No, don't you say that. Don't you say that. Now you're being a fanboy. Don't do that.
Ain't no fanboy.
Don't tell them to buy an Xbox.
A smart investor would go and purchase a product that benefits them not only now but in the long run.
You just can't, man. They don't rub right with them. You know, you gotta be. You know what? Go buy. You gotta say it like this, Spartan. Go buy whatever you like, play wherever you want, and you know if we accept you if you buy an Xbox. That's what you got to say, man. You can't just say the obvious because then that makes you a fanboy. All right? You can't do that. You can't tell people that they got to go, that they can just buy an Xbox console. No, because we're gamers. You know, gamers are better than people who just play on a console and like the console they play because gamers love everything. See, the problem that I have with that, the threat that gamers pose to the industry, here's where the bullshit comes in at. It contradicts what was said today, Steve. How am I going to get truth from somebody who avoids talking about the seriousness wrongs within being a freelancer in the gaming community? Being a neutral actually hurts the gaming community because if you're a neutral, you're okay with whatever the fuck happens. You're buying everything that don't need to be bought in the first damn place. You're over here talking about shit that ain't really good. Right? The PlayStation Portal, I don't even hear PlayStation fans talk about it because PlayStation fans know that that's dog shit. They know that. They know it. That's why they're not talking about it. PlayStation VR is not being bought. We got the thing out, what, 1 million in 8 months? Don't come out here capping for no damn VR. Don't come out here talking about no PlayStation VR when the PlayStation fans aren't even talking about it, when they're not even buying it. It's not being talked about. If we're really going to reflect the gaming communities, then let's reflect them for what they are. But the Game Awards, they didn't show their ass. They just showed who they are and what they're about. If Hogwarts was nominated, then we know one person who's never played it, and he would have had to vote on something that he never played. He would have had to not vote on it. That's not cool. That's not, and look, that's not a knock against him, right? Because he at least told everybody that he didn't play it, right? Now watch this. We need to have some changes. Like I said, when there's judges, we have to be able to see what they're doing. If you're judging games, then at least you need to be playing them. You need to have some experience. There's got to be something there that they can tell us about this game. I'm not saying that everybody has to beat a game in order to speak on it. But at least if I find out that you've only played 1 hour, Steve, right, on a video game, I'm not going to really absorb everything that you say because I'm gonna say, well, damn, he's only played an hour. I'm not convinced that he really truly understands the whole aspect of the game. He ain't went deep enough, right?
Look, let me speak on Hogwarts Legacy.
Go ahead.
I just came across this person, Leon Scum, trying to say that we evaluate games off of how good they are, and she's just trying to say that the game was horribly mediocre with shitty politics. How about you keep your politics to yourself? That is the problem here. Stop trying to gaslight us because you want us to all fall in line with your personal agenda.
Right.
And this includes the Game Awards. The game was good. Get over it. He, Shim, her, Z, theirs are all of them different people. People like the game. And it was severely snubbed because, like I said, 0.0004% of the population has a problem with a British lady sitting on her riches in Europe. Okay, anyway it goes. J.K. Rowling will get all the royalties on everything put out because that's how she writes her contract. So either you just get off of Harry Potter's dick or just get with the program at this point. Because in my opinion, it's overblown. The game runs fine. It does things that we have not seen in games. And now you have people trying to say it's a walking museum simulator, that it was mediocre. It was better than fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And yet Spider-Man got nominated. It was doing new things, unlike Resident Evil
4 the remake. Resident 4 the remake.
What are you talking about? If any game deserved to be there besides Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, it was Hogwarts. Mario should not be there, and neither should Resident Evil. And I'm going to say Spider-Man shouldn't be there either. It should be High Five Rush, Hogwarts Legacy, maybe even fucking Diablo 4. But I don't understand why we are allowing a group of people who most of us don't even encounter in real life other than Twitter to dictate how some developers get recognized based off of their own personal feelings.
And the
I don't
funny
feel
part,
the same
Dirk,
way as them.
the
And
funny
I'm a
part
woman.
about that, Lavish, is this. It's coming out of the gaming media outlet.
Exactly.
What the fuck is going on? What kind of world are we thinking we're living in? And
I'm
look,
gonna tell you this.
100.
It's because
Look,
the gaming space has a bunch of these groups of people that we're talking about, and they're dictating what the hell is put in these games now. I mean, if they would have did all this backflipping for black people when we asked for the representation, perhaps the games would be better for us. But no, as soon as these special subgroup of people come in, we have to change everything for them. Yet they
look,
can't even
Dirk,
get the black people hair right. Okay.
Dirk, listen, girl, listen. They got 120 outlets to decide on these games, right? And Xbox games can't even get 120 reviewers.
Exactly. They all play
You
on
see this shit?
PlayStation.
You see this shit? This is like, see deep down in that purse. Look, that's what's funny to me. See, while everybody wants to get mad and get stressed out, I'm laughing because this shit is funny. If you don't look at this, man, you gotta start laughing at this shit. And look, don't be scared. Get out there and bust their ass. Get out. Listen, don't let them make you feel like you can't use your platform. Fuck a YouTube channel. The streets ain't on these YouTube channels. Y'all ain't got them. They don't even want y'all to get started. So nah, they don't want to see y'all. But y'all on them social media networks, get your asses on there and speak your truth. Speak what you feel because that's your platform. Get out there and do it. Thanks, Smitty. Nah, for real. Listen, when I heard Steve said legal, I want to get on. When I Dirk, Steve been want to get on since last week. I've been going through so much within the last week. Damn Rangers. I didn't even realize all this stuff was gonna happen in my hood. So I've been just on cloud nine. It's been sports events. It's been all kinds of stuff, right? Work. So I just been like, gosh, man, I gotta get some time, right? Then Dirk comes up today, boom, tagging me. Legal, I gotta get on. I got with all this BS going on today. So I said, you know what? I can't do her and not reach back at my homie. Been waiting for me. So I gotta get both of them on. And you know what? I'm like, you know what? It's time to let the streets talk. Don't worry about the new legal, right? I know y'all don't like me. That's fine. I'm not here based off the fact of who likes me. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I got a street community that I ain't afraid of. This is an Xbox community. All this talking you see, that's what makes me smile. I don't care. I don't get into who's not wanting to show up, how many views. Y'all know I don't care about none of that. I'm here for the recreation. That's what the 2 R's in Di-RRec gaming is. Recorded recreational. This is all recreational for me. I love the fact to sit around my Xbox community and kick up dust, talk these issues, talk amongst y'all. I love this stuff. I love being in the Xbox community. I love being right here with y'all. I'm going to echo that damn chamber. Y'all already know that about me. I ain't running. Listen, bro. I'm 6'3". I'm roughly around 230. When I'm feeling good, I lose some weight. I get around 220. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a punk. I'm not walking around like, ugh. I'm not fat. I'm not some dude that's got a weight problem. I'm not that. I've never been a coward. So this is just social media. Social media to me is weak. It's not. I don't even. Social media don't intimidate me. I don't. Oh no, something ain't happening. I'm running. I'm from the era where we deal with the bullies, man. There's no bully in my era that makes it to the 6th grade. We dealt with the bully by 5th grade. The bully's been dealt with. He's our friend. He's hanging with us by now. Because we done cracked that dude upside his head with something at 5th grade. Your era,
bullies that I'm talking about. have
This
not
era
been
is
dealt
getting
with
bullied.
yet.
This era is getting bullied in high school. You got bullies in high school. Ain't wasn't no bullies in high school when we was walking around. That shit ended in the 5th grade. Bully, you getting bullied on the internet. What the hell is this shit? If you listen, if the internet bothers you, get the hell off the internet. That's how you solve that. Get the 12th grade bullies, social media bullies. I'm glad Elon Musk took over, man. Grow some skin. If you're gonna voice your opinion about stuff, then be ready for the public to reciprocate your opinion.
Exactly. As a public figure, you're going to be criticized.
That's it.
You gotta grow
Everybody's
the
not gonna. You gotta accept that right off the top.
They disengage because people are heartless. It's the internet. You're
right,
a public figure.
You
Look
heard
what they
that
did to
today.
Britney Spears.
It's the right. They say people say some of the nastiest things. Why are you worrying about what they say on the internet? Look, man, some of the stuff on the internet ain't gonna never be said in real time. These dudes, you be funny how these dudes look in real time. Just look. We ain't even talking about what they say. They ain't showing you how they look in real time. You know what I'm saying? Why are you worrying about what they say on a keyboard button? Let them keyboard champ all day. 99.99% of that, they ain't gonna never say in your face. That's the internet. Hey, I went to school in Indianapolis, boy. You better get it right. Talking about Illinois, boy. I'm talking about Indianapolis. You don't want none of that. I'm gonna tell you right now, Vog, you don't want none of that. That's 6 fires in 1 year. That's burning the school down 7 times in 1 year. You got something like that in Illinois, holler at me. Let me know.
Biggie got me rolling.
In high school. and Vodka, that was in high school. In 1 year. It's crazy, bro. I've been around.
Elon Musk got eternal beef.
Hey. Biggie knew. What's up, man? Listen, man, it's for real.
Me and Elon Musk got eternal beef because, you know, my parents named me after Steve Biko, who's South African, and Elon Musk,
we did too.
You know, he comes from that Afrikaner lineage, so it's like we born to beef.
It's like, dog, for real. Like, if you soft skin, if you let people look, the only thing that, oh yeah, Willie D, yeah, anybody typing that much can't be a danger. Facts, Dolomite. And Willie D's from where? H-Town. We don't. That type of stuff comes with it. Just like if you a dope dealer and you don't think you think you pushing weight that heavy and jail ain't around the corner, prison ain't around the corner, or you being killed ain't around the corner, something's wrong with you. You don't go into that field thinking a career. You just don't. You either do like the wise people say, get in and get out, because if you try to make a career, you know the 2 places you can end up. That's it. Don't come on the internet thinking, okay, if you are, block everybody and deal with the people you're only going to deal with. That's all I can say about that. Other than that, if you're going to come out here, expect what's expected, you know? But you ain't got to give the runaround as to why you're going to keep being yourself. We don't want nobody changing. I literally want everybody to be themselves.
See, you know? Legal, the reason why the internet doesn't bother me is because when I was a child, my mom accidentally dropped me, and it broke my ability to give a fuck. So a lot of times when these cats are yelling at me on the internet, I just can't care. It's you know, right. It's a tragedy, but you know, I just don't give a damn. So it's just an unfortunate, you know, side effect of mine. So it's just these internet icons just can't bother me that much. Maybe other people today, they care, but not me.
Dirt. People today actually think they're celebrities. That's another thing that cracks me up. Nobody is a celebrity. Nobody. We don't have nobody making multi-million dollars talking on Twitter every day. talking about video games. We don't have that in our community. We don't even have superstars or basketball figures in our community talking with us. We don't have that. So stop acting like people are celebrities when they're not. They're not. They're not. They're nowhere. Look, it's beautiful to see people achieve certain things. It's nice to see people excel. Nobody in their right mind is going to be a hater on that. But that ain't got nothing to do with gaming. Gaming has nothing to do with how many times somebody's been on a show or how many times somebody, gets a review copy. That's not gaming. That's not our culture. You going out to that store or you ordering that game online is. You buying that service to play video games is. That's our community. This giving it out to people shit, we know what that is. That's marketing. That's the PR department. We know what that is. That's all good. If you're one of those people that get it, that's all good. But you ain't the one that run. You don't run the choo-choo train. We do. The people out here that buy these video games, they run the choo-choo train. You've been institutionalized now. Now you got your hands out. They got you right where they want you because they know you ain't gonna say much. You're no longer nothing. You're part of the program. That's the chip. Giving you the handout game, that's the chip that my man, where's he at? What was he? Let me go back up for a minute. That's my man with Biggie News. That's the chip. Giving them the review copies. That's the chip. They know they're not going to say nothing. And that's where they got them at. So if we can get these YouTubers to not say what really needs to be said, then there's no influence to make gamers think a different way. That's what they think. But gamers are playing video games. They go to school. They're outside. Gamers have never stopped talking about video games to each other. So word gets around, man. Did you hear about the Game Awards? Not Hogwarts ain't there. Starfield ain't there. Gamers are like, what? Then what the hell's there? Mario Wonder. What the fuck? That game just came out. Spider-Man 2. Zelda Tears of a Kingdom I had on as one of my nominations, right? I had Starfield for one of my nominations. I had Hogwarts for one of my nominations. I even had Jedi Survivor as one of my nominations. What was the fifth one? It could have been Diablo or something. Any one of those that we knew the gamers were at strong, that was my nomination. We're talking about, shadow drops and all that. Of course, it's Hi-Fi Rush. That's without a reasonable doubt. But never in my mind would I have thought I looked at the Game Awards this year and I would be seeing what I'm seeing. It's horrible out here, people. It really is. There's no more myth. Thank you, C Money. Thank you for validating real Xbox gamers today. I understood you was on Boom's channel, so I get it. That's not a knock at Boom. That's just you being respectful of his channel. When you're on somebody else's channel, you can only go so much and say so much. So I get that. But C Money said enough. I mean, he said enough, man. It was shocking to hear it. And the Xbox community needs to hold him up, man. Because I'm telling y'all need to start being more courageous out here in the open and stop acting as if you say something to these dudes are gonna do something to you. These dudes ain't finna do shit to you. You're on your platform, say what you need to say. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about trying to fit in and be cool. I get what it is, peer pressure and all of this other shit. Be yourself, man. You know what I mean? Be yourself. There's other people out here. You may not hear them, but they're out here. And if you're a real Xbox fan, you know the language. You know the language. It is what it is. I've been saying it for years. I'm convinced what I am. Like Realist said, some of y'all out here Xbox fans that don't even know why. You just got an Xbox. You don't even know what the hell. You don't even know what it is. You just got it. That don't help our community. Oh man, I just love games. What the hell's that got? So we come over here and we start talking about Xbox. You can't talk with me because you don't know. That's like, oh, I just like music. All right, we start talking about hip hop. You don't know. You just like music. The fuck out of here. It resonates to everything, bro. You gotta. Nobody believes in that neutral shit. Nobody, because in gaming, nobody is playing all those games. To love games, you gotta be active. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you, damn it, that I hate games. Of course, that wouldn't sound right. Of course, I love games, but I'm just gonna tell you what the hell I'm playing at, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm gonna be like, listen, man, my game attack is the new legal. Come on over here and play with me on my Xbox. If you don't like that shit, gives a fuck if you don't like that shit. I don't care. Look, man, I got a Nintendo Switch. Does that make you feel better because I told you I got something other than an Xbox? Bro, really? Is that what this shit's all about? Making sure somebody knows that you got another console in case you mention Xbox. We get it, man. Fuck out of here with that dumbass shit. Xbox fans never gave a damn about where anybody else played their video games. Let's just get that straight. Either you in the community or you're not. You can't tell. That's just the way it is. That's just the reality. You come down here to the damn Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Don't come down here talking about I'm a football fan. Going to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium looking for a 49ers jersey. You ain't going to find one, brother. Realization kicks in real quick. And then if you start talking shit about the Dallas Cowboys, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Because these are the only fans I know that done shot somebody coming out of that damn thing for talking shit about the Cowboys. It's crazy around here, bro. So can't nobody, they can miss me with all that BS, man. Miss me with all that. You love video games? Good. I do too. But guess what? I play my video games on Xbox. So I talk the Xbox talk. I'm like him. When I want to see a damn Xbox show, when I go on the Xbox pod, when I go to watch the Xbox podcast with Malik in them, right? The guy that's part of the communication department of Xbox, and the guy that goes around, to connect with podcasters and stuff. I get it, right? When I'm on that show and I'm listening, I don't want to hear shit about no damn PlayStation. It's called the Xbox Podcast. Damn, I want to listen to damn PlayStation 4. It's not fair. It's the American team. I was talking about that today too, and she was funny. The Americans team, and you walk your ass up in there, and you better buy that damn Dallas Cowboy jersey. I said that today. It's funny because we in Texas know that. We know it's funny as hell. It's what they're saying is it don't matter where you at in America, you can be a Cowboys fan. You see what I'm saying? They don't care. That's right. Let me tell you another thing. I told you about them Steeler fans, bro. They at the hospitals, they got baby towels, Steeler fans, baby towels. The Steeler Nation is crazy. I knew a woman that got her head knocked off with a beer bottle for cheering for the damn Cardinals when Larry Fitzgerald ran that 60-something yard touchdown. Somebody grabbed a beer bottle and went upside her head with it. It was crazy, bro. Steeler Nate in Pennsylvania. That shit in Pittsburgh. That shit crazy. My cousin lived out there. He told me. He said, man, they crazy up here. Right. Yeah, they still like the Cowboys. I know, right, Kenji? I got to deal with them up here, bro. It's crazy. You ain't going to see no 49ers jersey in New York. Right, realist? We got to stop with the bullshit. It is what it is. Either you're making shows for Xbox fans or not. That's it. Steve, Dirk, Spartan, chit-chat, that's it. And it's not hard to understand. That's it. We gotta stick to what we see. We know they don't like us. We don't like us. I know nobody wants to face that fact, bro. They don't like Xbox. They've openly done said it. So why we gotta pretend?
Hey, my energy is that Nas song. You can hate me now, but I can't stop.
Right.
And that's what it is right now. Sony's in disarray. Sony's trying to figure out their direction forward. They got to find a new head. They just threw away half their slate, trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're lost in the wilderness. Xbox just bought 2 major publishers, solidified their studios. They got a roadmap. They got stuff they're not telling us. They're rolling on cruise control right now. So as much as the media, and I usually make this joke that, Xbox bought Activision, Sony bought the media. Each one brings a certain level of the value. But as much as them, Sony could continue to have the gaming wars. They could keep the gaming wars. They could put some money in Jeff Keighley's pocket. Right. But that's not going to change the games that are going to be hitting.
That ain't going to pay for no video game, is it, Steve? Exactly. That ain't making the video game sell 1 million copies, is it, Steve? That's it.
Exactly.
You got to talk, Steve. You telling the community the truth. When the community starts to understand that, then that bullshit that you see stops bothering you. The PlayStation community will only shine when they buy the games.
And here's the thing: all the top PlayStation games are Xbox games now.
Right.
Except for what's it called? That cartoon shooter.
They doing us more. They doing us a favor. You're not losing out as a community. Just play your game. Look, they tell you just play video games and be happy. Okay. Because listen, they're all cool because it's Sony that's benefiting. Don't forget how they treated Starfield. Don't you take for a second that when Xbox when the shit starts to shift towards Xbox, that they're gonna keep acting like this. You'll see. Watch how they start acting. You'll see. Just wait. Because your Game Awards was the ABK deal. You heard it from the new legal. I don't lie to y'all. That was your show. Look how beautiful that show was. That was a whole year of a show. That was a long-ass show, wasn't it, Steve? Wasn't it, Dirk? Wasn't it, Spartan? Long show. And when it ended, it made people mad.
Superman.
Look, they gave Call of Duty a 4. Y'all better get ready. It's called the Apocalyptic ABK Deal Era, issue number 1. Mint condition. You better get ready.
Xbox made their money back with the acquisition, with the sale of Modern Warfare 3 game, man. These guys are established now. They did their 10-year run. They've caught up from their mistake back in 2013 with the Xbox One and TV. We're like you guys said, we're smooth sailing now. We're just got to put out the games, get the quality out there, and enjoy it. As for Sony, good luck. You got no place to say anything else aside from your corny ass.
Y'all stupid, man. Kitchen said Buddy's not welcome back. Boy, y'all so stupid. Listen, man, you ain't gonna be hard. That's the classic. Bungie ain't welcome back.
Man, even
Xbox, ain't coming back.
Xbox had Bungie. Microsoft
we don't want people to come back.
Microsoft holds Bungie's only exclusive, which is Halo.
Look,
they killing it.
Y'all keep standing tall.
To point out, because I was just thinking to myself just now how you remember when Yakuza and Persona would come out and they would use that and rub it in our face like, oh, they don't get these wonderful Japanese games. Now, since it's everywhere, they don't talk shit about either one of them.
No,
that's 100% fact.
That's right. I saw that today too.
Remember Deathloop when they had it first and then
Yup.
it came to us?
And even worse,
Spider
not
did a trick
only is it everywhere, it's on Game Pass, so now they really can't talk about it.
Right, Steve.
Exactly.
Right.
Now it's
They
getting
dropped that
$7.
$80 right there, and we're dropping 20 a month for amazing games to come out like that. We're set. We're established. Yeah, every time something comes out for them, big deal. It's all ours. As soon as it drops for us, nothing said.
That's right. Look at Dolomite. Sony will be in Google Play Store by 2028.
So what did these guys have to play for like December, January break on their Christmas break?
Hell, that was the same
They get
thing.
to play the Game Awards over and over again.
Yeah.
That's going to be their exclusive into
Spider-Man 2 finished. Baldur's Gate they haven't even touched or even licked. Gran Turismo 7 flopped. What else? The God of War is missing. Forbidden West is no show.
Yep.
They got nothing. They're dry.
But they never had any, bro. They always delaying their games, yo.
Yeah, that's hilarious. They just
right. It's not something right.
Yeah,
it's, they do what they do, right?
You killed
they
it.
do what they do.
We got Xbox podcast coming out on Xbox channel on the week. We're killing it, man.
Hey,
no one should worry about nothing. Don't worry about the awards. Us gamers are the ones that review it, put it out there on your platforms, and we're the ones that give it a score. Don't worry about that knockoff IGN, GameSpot, all these little sappy ass UK, European. Forget them. Let them deal with their own market, with their own.
Let them eat their beans and toast.
Exactly.
I was just about to say that. You can't trust the taste of a person that eats beans for breakfast.
Right. Yeah, we know. Right. Listen. Look what Wilkins just said. Guys, Deathloop got nominated for Gotti, but not Starfield.
That's exactly, because it was just on PlayStation. I played Deathloop, no shade, but Starfield was better.
Of course, it was.
Yeah, Starfield.
The reason why Starfield is a good game, you know, we appreciate something that gives you something that you know is so unique. That's what makes Starfield special. It's not mind blowing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mind blown to land on a planet and go scan creatures. That's not the beauty of Starfield. The beauty of Starfield is the fact that I can go around a freaking universe. I get powers. I can flirt with women. I can get married. I can go eat sandwiches. I can eat some turkey.
You know what I'm mad about?
I can take, you know what else I can do? I can sell drugs. I can become a dope dealer. I can become a pirate. I can betray somebody. I can become a friend of somebody. I can take on a little kid and bring them home safely and let them live among me. I can go find artifacts. I can go in space and never land on a planet and fight other enemies. I don't even have to land. I don't have to leave my ship. I can just turn the Xbox off, come back, resume back in my ship. I ain't got to land nowhere. I can just fly around space all damn day long if I want to, and battleship all the time. I can watch the sunrise and the sunset. I can take a nap. I can go to bed. I can steal a ship. I can go in a cave. I can farm. I can build posts. I can go and check out a radio sequence. I can go help somebody.
Legal. You can actively actually play the game without invisible walls holding your hand, telling you what to go, where to go, like Spider-Man, and what to do. It's actually a game. But I wouldn't expect Jeff Kelly and the likes of him to know that because they're too busy playing interactive stories. That's what it is.
That boy Space just stood out of up here.
You know what the cool thing is?
Toast, baby.
I just finished Starfield myself, and the beauty about this game is I'm starting over as a Starborn, like a new, like the Unity.
Right. You in the new multiverse.
Yeah, and I'm kind of pissed because I was gonna go and explore more and finish some more for achievements. I'm
Hey,
like,
I just got a question for you. Did
yeah.
you ever go and get your specialized ship that you could create? Did you do that?
I
If you
got,
didn't do that, bro,
I got
you
five
can't talk to me now.
ships.
You had to got that ship, man. That was your moment in that game. Get
I
that
had,
ship, bro.
I
Deck
had
it out.
to.
Turn it into a Bentley and roll that bad boy out in space.
I just candy coated my colors, man. I just went in. I just went
No, I'm
in.
serious. You literally, there was a part in the game where you literally, yeah, man. Listen. Listen. The game's been out so long. If you didn't know that shit, hey, I'm sorry, but listen, I'm not. It's a mission. Just know that it's a mission.
I did the Mantis mission. I got all
No.
of it.
This is a mission that you can literally, yeah, man. Listen, you have choices to make. You can look, man. I'm telling you right now. I'll show it to you. I don't want to ruin it for people. But all I gotta say is, bro.
My focus on this game was doing for all the factions and the main story. My second run is to go and do everything like the outposts, getting customize more ships, doing all the side stuff for the fun. It's a big game, man. You can play this game any way,
That's right,
any.
Albert G.
It's a huge game. And this game, I finished literally 5 campaigns in a span of 3 months. It's a
Yeah,
beauty.
it's you do all of that in that game, and it's
My
big.
favorite part is the Entangled mission. That is so nostalgic to Halo 3's Cortana. Go find her in the ship.
Hey, that's funny, Biggie.
Yeah, right.
That extended
That
warranty.
annoying shit, man.
It's for real. I can renew my extended warranty. It's crazy. Yep. I'm gonna do this thing, man. I'm gonna take a pic of it because I think there's some people that don't even know what I'm talking about yet. But yeah, the Freedom Fighter ship is raw. That's the one.
That's
you need to get that one and take care of business. You're right. That's the
They got the expansion coming out too, right? That's
yeah, the expansion is coming. What is that next year, right?
Next year.
Wow, so we're in for a treat. Make sure everybody, even the chit chat, finish the first runs.
But that's cool. He's here. Giddy up.
It's a beauty of a game, man. This game is top rated. There's a reason why Joystick gave it a Game Award of the year.
Look, I can go to a board meeting and call the shot. Dolan Knight knows what I'm talking about.
The thing that's so great about this game is the attention to detail. There's so much detail in the game and so many things that other games overlook. Like a soda can in Spider-Man is not all, low pixelated because, it's not
very low polygons.
Yeah. But you look at Starfield, every single object is highly detailed and holds its presence. So much parts of the games is just very detailed to allow you to live that RPG fantasy that you're playing a particular character. The fact that you could be Batman in the game, you could be a Jedi in the game, you could be a cop, you could be a drug dealer, and live out any of those type of roles and to the fullest and not even beat the game. You don't even have to beat the game to do a lot of these things. Like there's guys, like I got a little over 200 hours in the game and I got a new game plus character and I got a new character that I created. I'm going through the story again because I wanted different traits to start to see how that was going to work. There are folks that got more time than me, higher level than both of my characters, and they haven't got past like the second or third mission.
That's how my guy is at work. That he's just constantly sitting there building ships. He's like, bro, like I've been playing this game for 2 months, and all I'm doing is customizing and building ships. That's how good the game is. You could just be stuck doing one thing for 2 years and yet finish the whole game. It's a beauty. For that NG plus that you got, you're able to create another character you mentioned?
So I got two. So I created a new character that's not new Game Plus. So I have a new Game Plus character, and then I have a second character that I created because, of course, another nice touch. is that they went with old school RPG mechanics in terms of, you have your skills, but then you also have your traits.
Yeah.
And I wanted to experiment with other traits and see how they work in the game, and how they impact the story, because those traits do impact the story. So starting with a new character does feel fresh, even though you're playing through the same main campaign, but it changes a bit depending on what traits you pick up.
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, this is a forever generational game, man. It's amazing. We got some great lineups coming up. In a couple days, we got some games dropping on Game Pass as well too. We got that Persona Tactics. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I got it pre-installed on my Xbox, so I'm just waiting for that joint to let me play.
Yeah, we've got plethora of games coming out. Like I said, holidays is here. We're set, man. We're set. It's a great time to be a gamer. Enjoy your gaming on your favorite platforms. All those reviewers again, don't listen to them. Play the game, experience it, and put out your own opinions as a review.
That's how it is.
And let everybody see it on the platform, just like you do with New Legal. That's it. Just go record.
It. Put your clips out there. Let people see you playing the game. Let people see you having fun. Who cares what they say? Just put it. Because that's what gamers do. That's what we do. That's the one thing we have in common is showcasing. I don't care where you at. Showcase. That's it. All right, y'all, I'm about to wrap it up. Steve, let them know, man. Let them know where you at, brother. Let them know what you're about, man.
Hey, I am Steve Biko on Twitter. ATLian Blurred is my gamer tag. I'm usually on Diablo or Starfield or a few games like that. Yeah, just hit me up if you see me on Twitter. Hit me up, and thanks for letting me come on your chat on your show. And just to ask the chat a quick question. Since these media companies are trash, I kind of want to see y'all put y'all games in the chat that y'all think deserve some recognition. Since the gaming media ain't gonna give it to them, so throw that in the chat so I could make my gaming list after I leave the show tonight.
All right, man. And listen, I gotta be biased with my man because I play with him, bro. Like Stevie putting in some work sometimes, man. He'll hit me up. We'll go do some things. We gotta do some Diablo too, man. We gotta do some Diablo soon, brother. So I appreciate you, man, keeping me playing, man. I appreciate you sometimes, bro. I know you're doing that Starfield too. I'm almost finishing it up myself. I'm about to hit a level 50. That's what I wanted to do.
You know what game I started playing again?
Really?
Redfall. Yep, I started playing.
Well, hit me up. Hit me up.
Next time I'll give you a ping.
Yup, hit me up. Yeah, I want to do some Diablo 4, man. He knows that. We're gonna do something, man. It's good to see the Chit Chat community, man. Shout out to Biggie News. Shout out to everybody that came, man. Appreciate you. Every last one of y'all. It's too much, man. Tanami in the building, man. I had to say Tanami because Tanami comes in here late, man. I know we don't get a chance to get him, but we got him, man. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man. Everybody that came out tonight, bro. Everybody, we're grateful. I'm glad to see y'all. Dirt, let them know about you, girl. You the all-star performer tonight. You came with your fist closed tonight.
Everybody has been so nice to me. Thank you. And hopefully I'll be back on the show. I don't have a YouTube channel or anything, but you can catch me on Twitter at Derp or Xbox. We can play something. I have Diablo 4 and I think I'm a level 50 something.
God dang.
So
all right,
I'm a sorcerer on that one.
Sheesh.
So you guys can catch me at Lavish Assassin if you want to play some games together. But I had fun. Thanks.
No doubt. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Anytime. Do like you do. Just hit me up. Anytime. This channel has infinite seats for the streets. Anybody who wants to come up and be heard, want to voice their opinion, just proud of being an Xbox fan, want to talk to the community, just hit me up. That's it. It's just that simple. It's not hard to do. If you can find me anywhere, you can find me on Xbox, you can find me on this channel, leave a comment. I don't care. Just reach out to me. I don't care. You want to talk Xbox games, I'm all down for it. Hey, Spot 117, man. Let them know where you at, man. Canada in the building, bro.
You could only catch me on Di-RRec Gaming. That's it. That's it right here on this platform.
Yo, let me tell y'all something about Spartan. He ain't never left. I can't kick him off. He's one of the. He was homeless. I gave him some food. He doesn't leave no more. I'm trying to get him to not eat no more. He still sticks around. I'm trying to get him off the show. I literally try to get him off the show. He doesn't. He comes in. He sits here. Now, man, I love you, man. Listen, you can be here all the days of your life. I don't care. Listen, man, we appreciate you, man. We do. We appreciate you. I had to get him off that Halo, man. And we got to get back on that Halo, Spartan.
We definitely got to do. We definitely got to do.
Fun.
Right after you knock out Starfield, right after you knock out Starfield, and we just kill that Halo, and we got to get on that Forza Motorsport.
That's so fun. That's relaxing.
Lord have mercy.
I got to get back on Forza Motorsport. It's so relaxing.
It's so good. The new tracks coming out.
No doubt, Wilkie. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all know, man. Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I appreciate y'all, bro. We tired. It's midnight. We put 3.5. Listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Boomstick was the talk of the town today, boy. That man had a lot of weight to carry today, man. I'm laughing. He did, man. But hey,
shout out to everybody in the chat.
Money, man. I'm gonna say it again. He sparked me today. He sparked me today. And it's just he sparked me, man. He made me feel good as an Xbox fan. He did. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. He made me feel good. And Dirt was frustrated. The Xbox community, the real Xbox community, felt a certain kind of way today. It did. And it had every right to feel the way it did today. It did. And so it is what it is. You know, you got to be able to accept everybody's. If we're going to do the opinions, then you're going to have to accept those feelings, man. You're just going to have to. I don't think that everybody should think the way I think, or everybody should feel the way I feel about Xbox. I have my reasons. Realist, I ain't confused. I'm not confused. I can come out here and tell everybody why I love my preferred platform to play my video games. It's a plethora of reasons. It's not just one reason. I have many reasons. And it's not based off of popularity. It's not based off of the casual market. I've never been a casual gamer. So I never will be a part of that market. You're going to have to give me something that I'm going to have to like. I'm going to have to be competing with. I feel like I could compete with. I feel like I can get a challenge. That's what I mean. And I'm talking about myself. I ain't talking about just with others. I like Xbox games because it gives me a challenge. They give me something new. It has nothing to do with, it don't sell a lot of consoles. I don't give a shit about that. That has nothing to do with gaming.
You owe me a round of Horde mode on Gears of War, man.
Yeah, that's more your speed, man. I couldn't have you running around with me on the multiplayer. It's different.
We gotta hit it up one time.
I can do some Horde with you. You'll love that. You'll love that.
We're gonna throw in some of that Halo. We got as Xbox gamers, honest. We got it going on.
We love our games.
We're playing. It shows 16 million players, 25 million players.
Look, it makes you feel good, don't it? When you see that, when you see your baby just still being played after all these years, it makes you feel good, don't it?
Since 2001.
All you Halo fans, I know y'all feel good out there to still see that damn Halo going strong. Steve, you know they do. Dirt, you know they do. You know they do.
Super strong right now with what they're now, the output. I'm still playing Halo 5 multiplayer from time to time. That's how good it is right now. Everybody's rocking Halo all day. Master Chief Collection is just blowing up with multiplayer.
Yeah, it is. It's because the spirit is coming back. Box, you're right. That Forza Motorsport is shocking me. It is. It's up there. The last time I checked it, it had went from like 19, 17, 16 to 14. It's probably like 12 now. It's that I'm gonna tell you something. That racer sim, it puts you right. It makes you turn your when you're playing that game, turn your speakers as high as it can go, man. That shit's
Dolby
crazy.
Atmos on that too.
I'm talking about that game's crazy, man.
They
Put
nailed
them headphones on. Make sure you go get Dolby Atmos in your headphones, man. Come on. Don't be walking around with no Dolby Atmos headsets, man. Get the hell out of here. Get that in there, man, and go play that game. That game is crazy. Well, look, man, look, enough of Xbox games, right? Because they're boring and Xbox has no games. Look, I go by the name of the New Legal, man. And yo, this is the league. This is the X League podcast of extraordinaires. Understand this channel is not a confusive channel. I said confusive, Dirt. You educated, you know, and we're going to add that one in. That's not a real word, but tonight it's a real word. A real word. We're not confused over here, people. You an Xbox fan? You in the right place. If you're a real gamer, you're still in the right place. But this channel wasn't built off of that. This channel was built for the Xbox community. In the words of my man, the General, Legal, we gonna build something that the Xbox community can celebrate Xbox on. Direct gaming will be a place where the Xbox community can come and celebrate. That's the key word, Xbox. If you're not into celebrating Xbox, you have every God-given right under the Book of X to go to another place where they all like games. And you can get over there and you can discuss all the games that don't get played over there, because that's what you're going to discuss. The people that I've learned in my life when it comes to the gamers that love all games, I just love video games, they're not playing the video games. Because there's a lot of video games out there to be played. You can love games, but loving video games and playing video games are two different things. I don't have time to love all games on all platforms. Doesn't mean I don't like gaming. I like gaming, but I don't have time for me to be on my Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, handheld devices. Nah, I'm going to put you in the reality world. I'm over here on my Xbox, all right? Every blue moon, Nintendo gets me because I got kids. Dad, I want Mario. All right. I go run to Target or somewhere, Walmart, and I buy another damn Mario game where all we're doing is jumping on blocks, jumping on heads, turning turtles into shells, kicking the shell, getting the damn star flower power. We're turning into elephants now on Mario Brothers, but we're still doing that fundamental. At the end of the boards, you got to make sure you jump on top of that pole, swing down like a stripper, and let's get to the next level. Mario, so good. It's what we do. But if you want to come see the new legal, you're not going to see the damn new legal on the damn Wii, the damn Switch, no Nintendo. You're not going to see the new legal on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. You're going to see the new legal on a damn device that's running Game Pass. You'll see me there. You'll also see me on my Xboxes, on my S and my X. Shit, you'll even see me on my 360 if I turn it on. You'll see me there. If you don't like that, if that makes you mad, sorry. I'm sorry for your feelings. But you got to get over it and go where you're not mad. If direct gaming makes you mad, go where you're not mad. But over here, and what we built together It's the book of X, baby. Ain't no bullshit flying over here. We speak that language. See, to people who don't speak this language, it sounds like a bunch of clickety clack, right? Realists. If I go to Japan, I don't know how to speak Japanese, so it's gonna sound like a bunch of clickety clack. If you don't know the language of Xbox, you come over here. I understand why you leave, because we sound foreign to you. But to us, we sound right at home. Remember, always keep it gaming. Chase the one up in life. Don't let nobody ever take your extra man away from you. They don't have a right to do that. And in the meantime, shout outs to the Xbox community around the world. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.